I have with rap music, right? And this is, don't worry, you're not gonna be the frame. This is paying to me only. The media, and I'm part of the media. Do we at times happen to fan the flames? We probably do. Do the fans sometimes their thirstiness for whatever fan the flames? We probably do, but we're not gonna act like the artists don't. You get what I'm saying? If we talking about whatever situation, that situation happened, not you.
You know what's crazy? When I drop in the story, because I don't even feel like hearing all out the motive of what you got to say.
All right, I want to hear you.
When I drop, remember earlier we was talking about how strong my intuition is, and I said the way I think and I live spiritual shit so crazy. It's like shit don't even be on purpose with me. It be like it. That ain't true. Man, I ain't talking about that shit no more.
No, hold on.
It's over with. On God, it's over with, bro.
No, I get you. What I'm saying is that. What I'm saying is that when you drop that song, you like. If I say something, all right, I'm gonna just make something up. I'm making it up. So if I the music, right? Because the music helps.
As good it came out the way, even though sad to say, I didn't know that a lot of shit was like it was, cause you feel me? But listen, bro, man, bro, nigga grown as a fuck, bit, but nigga, I ain't got a lot of you, nigga, grown. I'm sit up here and lie to you, bit bro. When you ask me if something true, you make me feel like, bit bro, who you is to lie to? You can't put me across your lap and spank me, nigga. What I'm lying to you for? I'm not lying. I'm being honest.
I don't think you would lie to me, but
and I ain't getting upset. I'm getting frustrated.
I know. No, I don't think you would lie to me, but you a street dude. Like no matter how you say.
Like this. Cool. I'm a street.
Yeah, hold on. I'm a street. Yo, for you to admit certain shit, it's not being street, right? Because
everybody admits certain shit.
No, for you to admit certain shit is not being street.
For you to admit certain shit mean you not being street.
But like, if I'm a street nigga, I'm be like, I don't know what.
That's street niggas must be loud all the time, cause admit.
Yeah, that's what. Listen.
Street niggas lie to the law.
They lie to everybody. Yo, play this. They bring the media to me right now. Yo. Do you know who killed your mans? I don't know what happened. I was just, you really know what happened. You ain't gonna tell them. Why you gonna tell them?
Why the fuck is a nigga doing the police job?
Okay. That's what I'm saying. You're a street nigga still.
How?
Because a civilian don't think about that. You still a street nigga, and you care about those codes, and it's cool. Like the only thing I realize, you dropped your flag. It's cool. But you're not fully civilian yet.
Hey, check this out. Bro, if you had a weak song and got in a situation, wait, and up in prison, that's my morals. My morals is not. It's cool.
But we civilians. We civilians.
If I wanted to be a police ass nigga, I'm letting you know to tell on somebody. So therefore, I'm not doing that because I think it's wrong. That's just like, bro, sticking your private part in another fucking man is wrong, nigga. I'm not doing that.
Okay, that's your personal. Okay, I get it.
What you mean? If this wrong, this is wrong and it's right here. That mean this wrong right here. They the fucking same. I ain't doing that. That's my morals. What you mean? It's plenty shit. I'm not, all right, you got them two wrongs right there. I'm not accepting. I don't care if it's a real life change of $10 million. I'm not doing that. That's going against my morals. That's going against what I think is wrong. You might be like, that's $50 million. But I might be like,
I wouldn't do that.
Fuck, I'm just saying. I might be like, fuck that. This is my partner. Guess what that wrong go at? Right there with them. All right, that's 3 wrongs. I feel like wrongs. And above them is the morals. Them can't go above them. So, right? But to you, you might have all 3 of them in your face and you trying to jug and balance with it. Not me. This what the fuck I stand on and that's what the fuck you stand on. That's what I'm telling you. You tripping ain't got nothing to do with being no street nigga or none of that. This shit because the life as a man comes with self accountability and standing on and having morals and having goals, having a plan to accomplish a goal. Other than that, everything else Pacific Ocean, this shit watered down, cousin. Like you tripping. A street nigga has nothing to do with having morals. You went to where? Whatever type college you went to?
Rutgers.
Man, nigga, I ain't never stepped in the 7th fucking grade, nigga. So, right? You went to this college, I'm pretty sure you did way more positive than I ever did in my life. So, right? And I'm pretty sure you have morals for yourself, DJ Akademiks, that you're not about to break. Right or wrong?
That's a fact. Right.
All right? You have a moral. You know what one of your morals is? Prime example, to me, it look flawed. You have a moral. If somebody try me, I'm going to call the police because I want them to suffer. And guess what I'm over here saying? That's lame, that's wrong, but that's your moral. Nigga, what the hell? That's what you stand on.
Okay, I understand.
You tripping and you not no street nigga. You a civilian, right? Went to college, did good all your life and all that, right? All right. But, bro, that don't make you less civilian or more of a street dude, because...
all right, so I completely agree with you. I guess the only thing people watching this would say, so if, again, I would go to the cops. If you wouldn't go to the cops, how do you deal with people who do you wrong then?
Man, sometimes you gotta let the earth deal with people, bro.
Karma.
Man... bro, sometimes you could do so much wrong in life and God just walk you through this garden and you stand right there because the devil come pretty. The whole garden might be dead and you see one red rose and you say, that's pretty. You reach down and touch it. The root that came up right around your hand and brung you down. You tripping, bro. You gotta let the earth handle shit. What you think we put on this earth for? We ain't put on this earth to destroy it. We put on this earth to let the earth keep earthing, nigga. What you talking about? The earth, Mother Nature, let all that God, Jesus Christ, nigga. God don't want you to get revenge. You tripping. That's for him. That's for him to do. I just died at 91. God bless the dead. So, right? Me and you, we going to. Stop saying,
wait, right here.
Yeah. Listen, bro. Quincy Jones, bro, lived in 91, so right, and he do something that all us got a profession in, entertainment music.
Yes.
All right, brother, when I'm 91 and I'm like him, walking across that whatever, to go talk to the higher power, Allah, whatever I'm believing, when I'm up in Jannah, which is heaven, at least I'm going to be able to... This is what people don't be realizing. You know you have to go explain to God everything that you did and why you did it, even though he already know. And as soon as you say, well, I'm explaining all that, your ass already in the hellfire, because he knew you was about to say that. I promise you I got a logic and good explanation for everything I did. And just for me thinking like this, he going to already tell me when I turn number 91. Hey, you welcome. Come on, man. That's how it go, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck what somebody out here think. If me killing you gonna satisfy them, I'm dumb. Fuck all that. Because at the end of the day, boy, I ain't gonna lie. People be acting like, people be running around here wondering, people be around here worrying about getting judged and all that. When your ass, you ain't.
I mean, I guess this is what we like. Homie always likes to, Rondo likes to, cut like words.
I ain't with none of that shit. And I ain't shit like this. Shit like this go to playing out and happening, and clips like this go to rewinding.
I only ask you that nobody can bring it up and say that they don't know.
All that you just brung up and every negative thing that I didn't like that I feel like could be a sort of line bad luck curse type thing. Guess what, boy? I cancel that and send that back to the pits of the hellfire. None of that's gonna happen to me. All that's rebuke.
How do you inspire? You know, again, let's get back to it. You're here for a reason, right?
Nigga, this the main reason I'm here for. The message right there, you see I'm acting towards everything, and I'm straight. I mean, if a problem come to me, like I said earlier, I'ma handle it and protect myself. The law gonna do that for him and his. You feel me? So with me saying that is, you got people who work for the law. If a problem occurred to them in any type of way, they're going to protect them and they fam or whatever like that. So, this is the message. You see how acting young niggas, YNs or whatever these little niggas call themselves nowadays, there's nothing wrong with starting to act like this. If I motivate anybody out here in the trenches, cause it's a lot of young. I was young before. I used to look up there, God bless his dad, Rich Homie Quan. I wanted to be like him. So right,
Rich Homie,
check this out though. Check this out though. Just like I used to look up to him, I know 100% is thousands of young niggas out there look up to me, and it's thousands of niggas out there, young niggas out there that wants to move how I move. So if I got anybody out there who looking out, this is one message for him. It is cool to do the right thing. If I can start over right now, boy, I promise you, boy, I go through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all that just to walk across the stage and get a diploma, even though I know that shit. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that, cause you feel me? But, bro, you see how I'm acting? I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. It's cool to say I'm scared. I'm scared. It's cool to say I'm scared to die. I'm scared to go to jail because in 2 years my bitch gonna be fucking my homeboy and my homeboy gonna be stealing out my car, and it's cool to say, boy, my uncle ain't gonna answer the phone no more, and it's gonna be days I can't make the store because everybody that told me they was gonna send me $100 ain't sent. Boy, fuck all that, boy. It is cool to say you scared of that lifestyle, boy. Especially if you done living and done some shit that you look around and see other niggas ain't doing, or they ain't on the same page. Damn, all this ain't on the same page. Or guess what? Y'all can have this book. I'm in a whole nother book. Y'all can have that little book. Y'all can have the whole title. You could be the author, the beginning, all that. Guess what, though? Y'all book only got 200 pages to it. The beginning and the end. My book is ever motherfucking lasting. This shit ain't never coming to the end. And when it do come to the end, boy, it is a happy ending. Boy, fuck that. That's the message. The young niggas. It's 2024. The best thing to do out here nowadays is be a law-abiding citizen. And that, with me saying that don't mean go tell on somebody.
Okay, I know exactly what you mean. Go ahead.
That mean don't put yourself in a position to have to tell on somebody. You tripping. Like, come on, man. You thinking about it. Listen, I know some shit to take you far, eh? Bruh, sometimes expand your mind. Look at a situation and really expand on it. Really, all right, elementary school, when they get on the board, they might draw a circle and draw a line from right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. And in the middle, I have one thing, but everything around it connect. So, right? Like, you might have disloyalty, a bubble, and disloyalty is right there. Draw one line, murder. Draw another line, be disloyal back. Draw another line, cut them off. Draw another line. Make him sad. Draw another line. Forgive him, but don't forget. All them got something to do with what's in that bubble. You gotta start looking at the best one to choose from. And out of everything that I just said, out of disloyalties in the bubble, and each line got murder, crossing, gate. What's the best one to go with on there?
Forgive him, but don't forget.
Forgive him, but don't forget. All of them, look, you see how you could be in the same, forgive him, but don't forget is in the same atmosphere as the rest of them shits, and you ain't had to go with none of them. You could go at the right thing, guys. Who heard him, you are going to be able to tell the story about each and every one of them. Because you will be still here. Disloyalty, the word is in there. The rest of them is lines. Able to get to that disloyalty word. That mean it wasn't that serious. It's in the bubble. It's locked down in here. You going hard about some shit you can't even get to directly. It's all about how you think, my nigga.
As you explain that, man, that epitomizes your perspective. It's a reason why I said you 25 sound like 45, because you've learned a lot.
I just thought it was so funny.
What up?
If you'd have been like, no, it's crazy. And I'd have like, what? And you would have been like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Nah, it's not dumb though.
I know.
No, yo, it's not dumb because honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, having you say all this shit to me, my nigga, is like,
you
bro, like,
really knew a nigga was like this.
Here's the thing.
The book
blah, blah. But that's not what it is. But I'm happy because you know what? I see somebody who's not trying to go down the pitfalls of, okay, might have been a good interview. Maybe
I'm actually busy.
Talk about it, but how do you wish it could go?
I was talking to my cousin Katara, so watch the sounds of nothing, and I'm drunk a little damn bit, man. Shit, it's time to go on out anyways. I'm about to get in the studio. I was talking to my cousin Katara, so right? Start saying stuff like
have you
this
done therapy or
realize
I'm not saying this,
I am the therapy.
Okay.
I can sit back and get
like where the level is at. I feel
like and having friendships with people, if you don't get something therapeutic out of a conversation, speaking on the situation, how do I feel like gonna go? Get what I told? We went to talking about praying. I said, man, when I pray, I don't ask for what I exactly want. Because at the same time, we here on free will. I understand you gotta have faith. And I don't ever want it to make it seem like I'm losing faith. So I don't never ask for what I fully want. Because if I ask for what I fully want, I'm gonna expect that to happen. But if I get a thought that, man, this shit not gonna go like that, that means I'm not having faith. Now it's like I'm putting fucked up energy towards my prayer. And now that I'm about to mix, and now it's really about to be a jug. It's about to be a juggle. It's about to, you feel me? So when I pray for that day, yeah, I could be saying, man, don't let me, you feel me? Dear God, Buddha, in the most common religion that everybody understands, I could be saying this. I could be saying, boy, oh Father, boy, please God, when I go in, I ain't gonna lie, I really don't know how to play with a prayer without really doing like a real prayer.
Are you scared? Scared of?
Nah, I ain't scared, but
no,
it's like
not necessarily that, but like just what a judge could give you. Like they can say anything.
You gotta listen. When I pray, I ask God, all right, oh Father, I'm in this situation. You know, I'm a tough soldier, and they say you get the toughest battle to your strongest soldiers. So at the end of the day, it's still a blessing to me, even though it's a messed up situation. Father, when I walk in this courtroom, I ain't asking you to free me and just give me probation, because I know it'll seem like you just giving me what I want, because I'm your God that you is, and you send blessings. Once people send prayers up, you send blessings down, and you let me wag. It's like I ain't learned. Whatever time that I catch, let it be some leniency from the judge, oh Father, and let it be something so minimum, by the snap of the finger and the blink of the eye, I be back out. I mean, I pray like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, my nigga, and so with that being said, I can't answer your question, but I do know if I do some time, you ain't about to hear about me like you hear about a lot of other rappers being in the feds and you know how rappers go to the feds and niggas come home and do interviews and talk about. I promise you, I feel like that's when people are gonna really notice, and that's when. If I earn something from you, but you ain't gave it to me yet, but you planning to give it to me, but you didn't give it to me yet, that means you owe me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why all that's gonna fall in that when they be like, damn, this young nigga really on all 10.
Yeah.
Damn, this young nigga really ain't no fucked up individual like people think. Damn, boy, this young nigga really smart as hell.
Mm.
And this young nigga.
Yo, for real, on some real shit, it sound like Quando, he really do sound like he 45 years old, because he been through a lot. Like, think about that, man. Dude has sat with his thoughts, like he said, just rehabbed his mind, therapied his mind type shit. I don't know, man. Cuz sound like he really learned a lot.
Or stand up for anybody that look like they the weak getting preyed on. You feel me? I'm telling you, that would, boy, if I go to the Fed, if I have to do some time or whatever like that, I ain't wishing that. But you know how the Feds go, man. It's very, very, very rare that people catch a Fed charge and don't do no time. It's very rare. It's very rare. They have a 98% conviction rate for a reason. Just like I'm here for a reason, they have one for a reason.
Yeah.
I feel like anything that got.
Have you mentally prepared for that? Like,
yeah,
who knows what they could say, right?
Yeah, I'm mentally prepared. I'm mentally prepared for sure. But the thing about having to go to, I never been to prison. I never been to.
You've been incarcerated a bunch of times.
Yeah, but it's different. Prison is different. Yeah. You could go to jail and the longest somebody that's in this jail that's in here with you probably been in here 4 years. Like, that's like a long county time, 4 years or something like that. So, right? But at the same time, you can go to the federal prison or state prison and you be in here with niggas who really been locked up 50 years.
True.
50. I could call somebody right now on this phone, right now, who been locked up 20 years. He could go past the phone to somebody been locked up 40 years. And I could do it right now for you. Want to see this shit?
Nah, I believe you.
And this how you know they been locked up their whole damn life. They don't even look like they 30. You, boy, sometimes you can stress so hard. I live spiritually, and when I say spiritually, I don't want nobody to get to thinking I'm talking about like Christian Baptist or Muslim or nothing like that. So, right, we gotta wrap it up after this. But, spiritually is just like basically like seeing some shit, knowing shit, feeling shit, being really down to earth and shit. Alright, with me saying that, I notice sometimes you could scratch so fucking hard you don't look old, you look younger. Damn, that's
wait, what?
you cuz.
That's the thing?
Nah, it ain't. But it's depending on the way you put it. You ain't never got in a situation and it turned you to a baby.
That's true too.
Aight. Them niggas who be having 40 years, who done did 40 years and they in prison, and you see them and they don't look like they did their time, you know why? Because they got their ass turned to a fucking baby. Aight. That's how I look at shit. It probably don't make no sense, do it? No, it makes sense to me though.
It makes sense how you explained it.
Like, nigga, I just talked to a nigga he's locked up, still been locked up 40 years. The man look younger than me. And that's the first thing came to my mind. That's why I say, like, boy, nigga down there attracted to this earth shit. Cause I'm like, boy, bro, and all my knowledge, man, you can ask him and him, y'all know what all my knowledge down there come from a joke. You ever notice that? All my knowledge come from me making a joke. It's like that shit just flow out of nigga mouth and make the most sense. I'm like, boy, bro, you been locked up 40 years, how you is? I'm 50 Sam nephew. Boy, I'm like, boy, you been scratching so hard, boy, that shit turned you to a baby, boy. You do not look 50 Sound. Then after that, I sat back and noticed. I'm like, damn, boy, sometimes scratch could give you gray hair and make you look older than you're supposed to, but boy, when you got that lifeline, when you got that lifetime scratch, when it's problems, this is how I look at problems, all right? Some problems be a couple minute problems, like, all right, me and Act got into it, but you could pull around the corner, I pull around the corner, we could talk, squash it. That problem ended in 10 minutes. A problem, I got 5 cars, I'm fucked up in the bank, all that, but shit, I could go around the corner to him, and he give me 10 rights, and I can go handle all this. I had a problem for 3 hours. But when you got a lifetime problem, like, it ain't no way to solve it, like life in fucking prison.
Yeah.
That's that scratch that turn you into a baby, boy, make you ball up, yeah. And you so much of when you think about dealing with a situation you really can't fucking change. It's nothing you can do to change it, and you stuck every time, every day, and every night at a certain time, you going to sleep in a place where you...
Damn, so he's just talking that he can't. He definitely ain't made for prison, or earlier he said he's not afraid to say that he's scared to die or go to prison. So he literally just letting Act know that there's no way I'm trying to end up like a lot of what happens like in the streets and also in rap too. I mean, people go to prison. And people go, you know what I mean? They get taken out. So, I think, it makes sense, bro, as a man, as a young man, too, like, with all this money, he's a target no matter what. Especially now, with what's going on. You don't think there's people out there in Chicago that want to, you know what I mean, get that number on his head, you know what I mean? So... Think about that. Like, dude is really, he's really moving. He has to move militant. Like, if you ain't strategic, you're going to end up on the news again, you know? So, shit. You can move strategic and still, like, you never know what the Fed is up to, but he's talking about, I'm cool. I'm going back to church. I pray every day. And that's it, type shit. But let's see how he finishes this interview out, man.
Stuck in that'll never fucking change. You would never go to sleep sleeping next to no pussy. All us men who don't wake up 9 in the morning and want to hit their girl. whatever girl that's men. That's just natural instinct. You rolling over and you got a jack for the next 40 more years. That's that scratch that turn you to a baby. I don't want to be no baby. I done became a grown man for a reason. You feel me?
Last question. Life goes on. Part of that song, you acknowledge a lot of people you lost, a lot of situations. How do you ever look in the mirror and say, man, whether it's regret or whether you wish shit went the other way, but now you got to progress with life. How does life go on for you?
You asking me, do that stuff bother me or just how did I get pat? What you really asking?
How does life go on for you now? Despite what you've lost, despite what you've been through, you right now, you facing some prison time. How does life go on for you and how do you choose to live it? Because that's what I think about when I think about life goes on. You can tell me your
what I be thinking about? It's so many people begging, and mark my words, mark them. It's so many people above me right now. And I'm talking about financially, mentally, music, all that wise. Way, way, way bigger than me, right? Something that keep me in the life gonna go on moment. We might well make life goes on a hashtag and use it the next 30 years the way life about to be for me. I understand that I went through all this and I'm still here for a reason because a lot of these dudes probably got more money, fame, clout, however you want to put it, music, bigger, fresher cars, more girls, all that to me right now. But what they don't got is a story that's going to matter in 10 damn years. Nigga, I done been through enough to get 50 Cent on the line and really make a movie.
You definitely could. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, but man, shit like that be a dream to me. And I don't live my life off dreams.
What do you mean a dream?
Like, what I'm saying is, shit like that is dreams get sold to you. Nigga can't afford them shits.
Yeah, but what you've been through is dominated the headlines. Has been so much a part of what everybody's talking about. That's easy. I think when I think about that, I think a movie definitely is coming, but I worry about you and your well-being. I worry about how you've gotten past some of these things.
A movie do come, let me act it out 50 damn cents.
Oh, you want to be in it?
Nobody gonna do it better than me. Ain't nobody gonna be more heartfelt.
No, I don't know if that was your relative in there. I seen a young Quando in there, man.
Yeah, we can have a young Quando. But shit, when they get the big Quando, we physically be there. Because I know that's the day, the day a nigga really speak on and really sit down without dodging and telling what the fuck really going on.
When is that gonna be?
A lot of situations, it gotta be a movie.
When is that gonna be?
And hold on, listen. And I know what everybody want to see, and it ain't even just from this situation. It's just with people who watch movies, period. You know what they want to see? They want to vividly see shit from A to B to C to D.
They want to see all the way to Z. You're right.
So, yeah, this movie got to be every step. After that, what you said, words of Benny Siegel, so, nigga, 90s, most shit is...
95% communication nonverbal.
Yeah, 95% of communication is nonverbal. Nigga, if I look at you and mug you right now, I ain't have to say nothing to you physically. You know, like, I don't fuck with you. So shit, that's all the way true. So with that being said, and they gotta dip after this, but with that being said, I don't have to talk no more because it's getting played out in the movie. This is going on.
I hope that eventually happens. Yo, listen, just kind of wrapping up here. Yo, I appreciate you. I know you're on a journey. Listen, trust me, I could read between the lines and I could hear between even what we say. I know there's a lot more, but we going to save that for the movie. What you did say, you did say. And, again,
I didn't say what you did say.
No. Well, I'm saying that because I still don't think you're over here on a civilian gang. Because trust me, if you keeping it a lot more street than a lot of other niggas. I'm gonna keep it being with you. The way you've held shit down, niggas
like in here today.
No, period. With everything that going on and the way you held it down, we ain't never look at you to be like, oh, okay, this nigga's he about to fold, he about whatever.
You know why?
You stepped away and you say, yo, I'm good. But you ain't never point a finger, you ain't never explain shit.
You know why? Cause that's the reason I still got a foot in the rap game. Because talent, first of all.
That's a fact.
Second of all, because I stand on my fucking morals. As long as you stand on your morals and shit, what you got. Morals should be at the top of your life. As long as you standing on that, your life, it's like this the morals, and it's like a ventilator, like a tornado or something. It's like the morals got the fan in it, and you got to stand on that for the fan to constantly keep going. And the fan that's going, keeping life going how it's supposed to go. As soon as you cross one of the morals, fan turned off.
I think we get it on that, man. Listen, Quando Rondo here for a reason. You know what I mean? Life goes on, my boy. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for inviting me out to
Cool. Yeah. Man, if y'all out there, man, hit the like and subscribe. We appreciate you. Oh, shit. I almost fell out the chair. But yeah, man, let us know. What's the word?
After a few expensive items, they run out of the store and hop back in the Range Rover. Bricc then quickly speeds away, not realizing that LAPD are already behind him. After bending a few blocks, he hears the sirens and knows they're in trouble. So he instantly punches the gas and busts a left down a residential road. This is when he finally realizes that it's a dead-end street. So now he has no choice but to stop the car and run inside a nearby apartment. While he barricades himself in the lobby, police completely surround the area. And from here, a 6-hour standoff begins. Bricc Baby in the 60s versus LAPD. Finally, at 7:30 p.m., Bricc Baby surrenders.
Misunderstanding tonight, or was it justified? A local rapper arrested after a tense standoff with officers in Marina Del Rey, but his family says police got the wrong guy. NBC4's Beverly White just spoke with his family and police. Beverly.
That's right, Chuck. LAPD says it started with a 20-minute pursuit this afternoon of a man traveling in a silver Range Rover, and it ended when he ducked into this apartment building in the 13,900 block of Panay Way. That music video from YouTube is of local rap artist Bricc Baby, the 29-year-old now in LAPD custody after a standoff in Marina Del Rey, identified by his mother, who declined to give her name.
The already 3-time felon is facing 2 more of them things. Because of his history and the severity of the charges, he's facing up to 15 years in prison. Definitely nothing to scoff at. Of course, his family doesn't want to see him go away for a long time. And because of this, they go on the news and blame everything on his co-defendant. His mom goes on the news and says, "My son didn't rob anyone. In fact, he doesn't even own a gun." And get ready for this one. His friend is actually the one who robbed the store, and Bricc only drove him away because of adrenaline. So she evidently threw his co-defendant under the bus. And I don't know, is this snitching? It's his mom, but yeah, it's snitching, right? Well, long story short, Bricc is let off easy again as he's sentenced to 4 years in prison. And even though this isn't that much time, with 4 felonies on his record, what is he going to do for the rest of his life? Obviously, this is a harsh reality for a guy in his 30s, but sadly, during his prison stay, things get even worse.
The music world is mourning Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle, who was killed in a shooting in Los Angeles. Hussle was shot multiple times yesterday in a parking lot outside his clothing store.
What he meant to the community, if you want to look around right now, every single person that's out here spending their time here, they're here because he spoke to them in some way, he inspired them in some way, they related to him in some way.
He meant a lot. He meant everything to the community. You know, he was an entrepreneur. He was employing people. He loved his community. He was encouraging them and empowering them to be more, to do more with their lives. So that's why we're here today.
The city of LA, and more specifically the Rolling 60s, lost a legend. And unfortunately, Bricc Baby would learn from a prison cell.
Oh no, I'm playing poker in the day room. So I'm playing poker, and a dude from Blackstone come over from Jungles. He come over like, shitty blood, like, they killed Nip. I'm like, stop playing with the set. Immediately, I'm like, stop playing, bro. I get on the phone. I'm like, hey, what they talking about with Nip? They like, yeah. He just got killed. And I'm like, huh? How did somebody come into the parking lot and kill bro? Like, he supposed to be untouchable in this parking lot. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Bricc is completely devastated and confused, and it gets even worse when he finds out who did it. His lil homie Eric Holder, the one who saved his life and put in work when he was paralyzed. And once he heard the story of how it transpired, this is what hurt him the most. Basically,
guys, I'm about to cash.
No, we bypass all these commercials. We don't get them. We don't let them get nothing off. You feel me? We ain't letting them get none of that. I don't know what's up with my motherfucker.
to shake his hand and calls him a rat. This is a major violation in the LA street code. You do not call someone a rat without paperwork, and especially not in front of their girl. So Eric, being one of the only actual steppers from the Rolling 60s, he feels completely played and wants to do something to Nipsey. So long story short, he goes to his car, grabs his blick, and walks back to the block. Then in front of an entire crowd of Rolling 60s members, he walks right up to Nipsey and lets him have it. After emptying his clip, he simply walks away as Nipsey's friends are frozen in shock. And because of how quickly and emotionally this happened, Bricc realizes that if he was there, he could have calmed down Eric and made everything okay.
Now, I get wind that it's cuz. I'm like, oh, cuz. I'm like, man. I'm just like, man, how one of my close friends killed my other close friend while I was in jail. So you always think like, damn, if I was on the streets, could I have stopped it? I probably could have took him to go smoke and slide. And we could have went somewhere that would never happen.
How Eric Holder was able to do this in front of all those people is beyond me, but it is California at the end of the day. And on top of this, instead of going by their own code and holding court in the streets, they decided to testify against him in court. What I've now learned doing this for a few years is that all of these LA street codes that they all say they abide by are pretty much never enforced, or at least they pick and choose who they want to enforce them on, and on top of this, they're always contradicting themselves. But either way, we move on to another rapper loss that involves the Rolling 60s, and that takes us right back to Atlanta, Georgia. As we all know, in the summer of 2020, Chicago rapper King Von would start an internet beef with Baton Rouge's NBA YoungBoy. I guess it started over a girl, but for the sake of the video, the details don't really matter. Well, because of YoungBoy's close friendship with Rolling 60s rapper Quando Rondo, he was implicated in the beef as well. So for months, Von would instigate the beef and they would go back and forth online. Then eventually, Von would take the internet beef to the streets. On the night of November 6, 2020, Quando Rondo and his friend Lil Tim would be at a lounge in Atlanta. Von, who now happened to be living in Atlanta as well, would get word of this and he would pull up to the lounge. So while Lil Tim is sitting in the Escalade and Quando Rondo is standing outside, King Von would pull up on him and start whooping. He lets off. Bang!
Atlanta police say 2 people are dead after an officer-involved shooting here on Trinity Avenue in downtown. As dawn turned to daylight, you could make out dozens of evidence markers. GBI crime scene investigators combing the scene.
It hurt us. It hurt us a lot. I cried. Some of my friends cried. He had a big influence on us. a really big influence.
Obviously, this was a monumental moment in rap history as one artist lost his life to another.
Hey.
And unfortunately, everyone in the
I say monumental moment. That's crazy. I literally just texted monumental moment. Cuz said monumental moment. That's deep.
industry and the streets started picking sides. You're either on Von and Lil Durk's side, or you're on Quando and Youngboy's side. There's no in between. Well, despite the fact that Von initiated all of this, and Quando's side arguably did nothing wrong, everyone was choosing Durk's side. This was so big that even Spotify and Apple Music are accused of taking Durk's side and blackballing Quando and Youngboy.
He literally told me, he said, Apple blackballing Quando. He said, I talked to the people at Spotify, because you know Quando was signed to me. He said, they say they can't put him on so-and-so. It was either Apple or Spotify that said, we can't put him on so-and-so because the other guy don't with him, and he ain't gonna with us. So basically, he was saying that Durk either told Spotify or Apple that, yo, if y'all with that guy, I ain't gonna with y'all. So basically, they were picking sides, right?
All the guys who always talk about the street code, the street code, the street code. Well, I guess it doesn't apply to this situation. King Von and his crew initiated the beef, and Lil Tim stood up for his friend. What goes against the street code at all? But like I said, with the streets picking and choosing what's okay, because Von and Durk were the popular artists, everyone went against Quando and Tim.
The game ain't acting like they're picking favorites, not standing on how the streets normally supposed to treat them. You're supposed to treat that as, it is what it is.
Now, of course, this is all the industry, so let's go back to the real streets. And when I say real streets, I'm talking about Bricc Baby. All of this went down while Bricc Baby was in prison about a year before his release. Regardless though, upon his release, a lot of people were curious where his loyalties would lie. Are you loyal to your buddy Durk or to the Rolling 60s, specifically the set that you brought to Georgia? Now, according to the LA street codes, you're never supposed to go against your own gang, because at that point, what's the point of even being in it? When you're constantly talking about on 6-0 and on hood and riding and being loyal for the set, there's no way you can cross your own flag. However, when it comes to your millionaire friend, all of that goes out the window. Right after his prison release, Bricc Baby goes on No Jumper and lets the world know where he stands.
You know what I'm saying? Like Quando Rondo.
You're not him.
Boy, stop.
Well, that's gotta be weird for you because you with Durk so much.
It ain't weird for me.
Yeah.
It ain't weird for me at all. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Rolling 60s.
Oh, really?
You're not from LA Rolling 60s. You're not from Rolling 60s.
Oh, really?
You're not from LA Rolling 60s. You're not from Rolling 60s.
Wait. All those years of putting people on in Georgia and spreading the 60s out there, and you don't even respect them as Rolling 60s? That makes no sense. That is the dumbest reason to say that you're not rocking with Quando, because he's not from LA and he's from Georgia. That makes no sense. So to all the Rolling 60s out there that aren't in LA, see this and understand that the guys in LA do not respect you, so just understand that. And that's not to mention that the guys out of state are probably more active, because in LA they're just squabbling and catching fades and hanging out in front of their $1 million hoods where nothing happens and they talk about how crazy it is. But the point is that Bricc Baby did the unthinkable and went against his own flag for his millionaire friend, going against everything he's ever said he stood for. And that just shows you the true character of Bricc Baby, just grimy and slimy.
You really from the trenches and you showing love, cause we not gonna get on your ass. You get what I'm saying? Cause you got it like how we got it. Cause you got it like how we got it. Cause you got it like how we got it. It's these pretending ass niggas. You don't have a hood that you taking care of. You're not from the hood. 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 You're not from the hood.
So now that we know where Bricc Baby stands, let's focus back on the beef between Lil Durk and Quando. From all accounts, Quando and the Savannah Rolling 60s never wanted beef with Von and really never wanted this to happen at all. And despite the fact that all Lil Tim did was defend his friend, Lil Durk still wants get back for Von. Well, given that Durk lives in Atlanta and Quando and his boys are only a few hours away, you'd think that he'd send a hit to Savannah. But because Quando and his boys would have home field advantage, and it's the South where everyone's packing heat, it's not necessarily an easy hit. But instead, Durk waits patiently for them to go to a particular city, a city where he knows he can get them gone. This, of course, would be the city of Los Angeles, which for 3 reasons would be the perfect place for him to do it. If Quando and his boys are in LA, they have no home field advantage. In fact, they probably don't know where they are at any time. And secondly, they won't be strapped because the laws in California make it pretty much impossible to do so. And the third reason? None other than Bricc Baby. As we know, Bricc Baby is the king of hawking down rappers as soon as they touch down in the city. And not only can he give you Quando's exact location, but he can also supply you with what you need. You know, them things. Well, from what the FBI states, Lil Durk waits patiently for Quando and his boys to go to LA. And that day would finally come, nearly 2 years after the demise of Vaughn, August 18th, 2022. It's a regular morning like any other when Lil Durk gets a call from an unknown source informing him of Quando's presence in LA. This is the opportunity he's been waiting for, so he seizes it and he quickly calls an OTF member by the name of Vonnie. OTF Vonnie, whose real name is Kevon Grant, is a certified stepper from Detroit who's known for getting things done. So as soon as Durk gets the information on Quando, he calls up Vonnie and has him fly on his private jet to come meet him. So according to investigators from here, Durk and Vonnie have a meeting where they discuss what needs to be done. And because of Vonnie's reputation for allegedly getting people slumped, he's tasked with handling all the logistics. This includes booking flights, hotel rooms, rental cars, and basically handling everything that needs to be done. So as soon as the meeting wraps up, Vonnie immediately gets to planning. First, he gets in contact with 4 reputed OTF steppers, handpicked by him. These would be DeAndre Wilson, also known as Diddy, Keith Jones, also known as Flocka.
Hey, man. Whoever does this Swamp Stories, man, it kind of, it seemed like he knows everything, but it's really like all this shit was in the news. It was in the public. It's public information. So, but the thing is that their charges and none of this is for sure. But they say like the feds have a 90%, you know what I mean, rate of convicting.
David Lindsay, also known as Brown Eyes, and Asa Houston, also known as Boogie. He informs them of the mission at hand and tells them to immediately get ready. Then he makes a massive mistake. Using OTF credit cards, he books them red-eye flights to Los Angeles. Coincidentally, just minutes after doing this, Durk texts him,
"Hey, don't book no flights under my name or anything that has to do with me."
Too late, buddy.
Not only did he already use the OTF card to get them flights, but he also got them hotel rooms as well. On top of this, one of the hitters DMs his girl on Instagram and lets her know that he's on his way to Los Angeles. Regardless, this doesn't stop anything, and the 4 OTF hitters head to the airport for the midnight flight. Okay, so now that all the travel is handled, Vonnie hops on a private jet headed to Los Angeles. He touches down in the early morning, and now it's time for him to get everything together. August 19th, 2022, 7 a.m. Vonnie takes an Uber to a luxury car
He's about to run it all down.
rental and gets a BMW M5 and an Infiniti G37. He then wipes them down individually and takes them to get tinted. While waiting for the cars, he takes an Uber to Big 5 Sporting Goods where he buys 4 ski masks and 4 pairs of gloves. Oh, and not to mention, he again uses the OTF credit card. Well, once he leaves the sporting goods store, there's only 2 things left for him to do. First, he needs some Briccs, and secondly, he needs to find out exactly where Quando Rondo is. And here is where 2 new mystery men come into the picture, known to the FBI as Co-Conspirator 2 and Co-Conspirator 4. Well, after the rental cars are ready, Vonnie meets up with Co-Conspirator 2. And when they meet up, number 2 hands him a duffel bag full of so they go their separate ways, and
He said,
Vonnie now meets up with number 4. Together, they go over strategy, and number 4 tells him to follow him. He'll take him exactly to Quando's location. Ooh-wee, it's really about to happen. And now they go to the hotel to pick up the rest of the hitters. From here, Vonnie and the hitters inside the M5 and Infiniti follow number 4 to Quando's location. Aha, there he is. They spot his black Escalade on Melrose Avenue. Then number 4 messages them and tells them that that is in fact Quando's car. Now he vanishes off in the distance and allows the OTF hitters to do what they do. They're now tracking the black Escalade down Melrose, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Well, after a few minutes of following, the black Escalade busts a right on Beverly Boulevard and pulls over to get some gas. Oh yeah, now it's the perfect time. They head up an alley next to the gas station, park their cars, and get out on foot. They then run into the gas station and absolutely light up the Escalade. After emptying over 100 shots, they run back to their cars and vanish off in the distance. Thankfully,
Wait, they let off 100 rounds? That's crazy. How the fuck is Quando Rondo still alive and not? He didn't get shot one time. There's no way that they let off 100 rounds and Quando Rondo is still alive.
Quando Rondo was untouched, but sadly, his best friend wasn't.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
It ended at Santa Monica Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's.
That's wild. That's the driver?
At the site. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
It ended at Santa Monica.
That's the driver. He didn't get touched at all. If you can see, there's no bullet holes in any of the... It's like they ran up to the window, opened it. I mean, they shot right through the window of that passenger side.
Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage, had been shot. The 23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died.
They pulled up. They were pumping gas, and it looks like they probably finished pumping gas, and the suspects approached from the alley, got out of the car, and started shooting at those victims.
Shortly after doing this, the OTF members wiped down the rental cars, put their plates back on, and returned them back to the owners. Now here is where things get interesting. After heading to the hotel and changing clothes, the 4 hitters head to Calabasas in an Uber to go to a burger restaurant. And there waiting for them is co-conspirator 2, who's there to discuss business and who gets paid what. Then once they come to a fair agreement, co-conspirator 2 takes a private jet to Chicago, and the rest of them head down to San Diego. This is where they wait for a couple of days, and a trustworthy friend of Durk brings them a whole lot of money. Now this begs an important question. Who does Durk trust in California to handle a whole lot of his money? And on top of this, who did he trust to find Quando's location and to supply the weapons? Well, I have somebody in mind, and I definitely think he's either co-conspirator 2 or co-conspirator 4.
Oh, shit. It's going down.
Given everything we know about Bricc Baby's history in the streets, his dislike for Quando Rondo, and his relationship with Durk, it would only make sense. But not only does it make logical sense, but there's also a whole lot of information out there that will make you think that Bricc Baby had something to do with this. So now let's get into the reasons why Bricc Baby was certainly involved.
Ooh, here we go.
Reason number 1. Directly after losing his friend, Quando...
What's your job, boy?
Bypass this little... Man, y'all watching this is crazy. He's literally about to break down why Bricc Baby's involved.
Rolling 60s. Directly after the incident, he goes on social media and posts this on his story. Basically, what he's saying is that he's done with the Rolling 60s, he's putting down his flag because of disloyalty. Now ask yourself, why after this incident would he be upset with his own gang? So much so that he's going to put his flag down because of disloyalty. Obviously, he knew something the world didn't, that the Rolling 60s had something to do with the death of Lil Pab. And as we know from the indictment, somebody from LA gave up his address, so who else could it possibly be? Who else in Los Angeles would know Quando's exact location other than his own gang who he's supposed to tap in with? And on top of this, which Rolling 60 would be connected to Durk? Obviously Bricc Baby. And that's just the first reason why I believe that Bricc Baby is co-conspirator 4. And trust me, there's a whole lot of other reasons as well, all coming out of his own mouth. And now we're at reason number 2. Bricc Baby hints at it and admits that he was involved. During the period after the incident, nobody was thinking that Lil Durk was involved because it happened in LA and the whole Rolling 60s thing. But that's when Bricc Baby goes on No Jumper and reveals to the world that Lil Pop's death was Get Back for Vaughn.
Oh yeah, slap for Vaughn, right? Yeah. They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash?
Wait.
Oh who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Ooh-wee, this is when people started to put two and two together. Lil Durk had something to do with the death of Lil Pop. And isn't it interesting that one of Durk's closest friends and Rolling 60s member is the one who revealed it? Well, Whack 100 thinks it's very odd as well.
Could kind of turn into something, because if I'm not mistaken, he kind of made a comment like, I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide. There's no getting out of that.
Listen, if he's just a random person, it's whatever. But he's somebody who's got photos with Durk. He's been pictured with all the OTF guys and stuff. It seems like kind of, that was before he even worked for No Jumper. That actually was the interview that made me like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with you.
Wait, what? That's why you hired him? Because he snitched on Lil Durk? What? But anyways, let's continue.
Because at the time, OTF was never mentioned.
Right.
He's the first one that made any type of anything that OTF was involved by saying, I guess they can't say they didn't slide for Bond no more. It's like...
Well, if this doesn't convince you enough, right after this, Bricc Baby would drop a song where he basically incriminates himself. In a song called Not Enough, here's what he says. He was ducking trying to hide, now he in a blunt. We dropped 100 shots, go dig your partner up. Then he says the last one we turned into a pack, we got 1 million plus. And now knowing what we know from the indictment of the co-conspirators getting paid, I mean, you know? But of course on the flip side, he could just be lying about the money, right? Except for the fact that after this, he mysteriously starts living in a Calabasas 4-bedroom mansion. So just a year after getting out of prison for robbing a jewelry store, you're living in a Calabasas mansion. How does that make sense? I mean, No Jumper ain't paying that much, because I promise you Bricc Baby's house is worth more than Adam's.
Don't forget, Bricc Baby is the rich crib.
Okay, so let's get back on track. The No Jumper interview where he reveals that the Lil Pop situation was Get Back for Vaughn, that was in February. And strangely, just a couple weeks later in March, the feds start tracking Bricc Baby's every move. In fact, they even spy on him for 4 months straight.
To know you was getting followed for 4 months.
It was 4 months?
Hell yeah.
The only thing you told me is that they were following you back and forth from your house to here. And that kind of tripped me out. I'm like, wow, so these fools are just like parked outside sometimes and we just don't even know?
And low like grandma van, like soccer vans and shit.
And after 4 months of spying on him, they finally raid his house in the middle of the night. Yep, on June 25th, 2023, his Calabasas mansion was raided and they found an AK-47. Now generally this isn't that serious, but given that he's a 4-time felon, this is no joke. In fact,
Man, you can't even just buy a mansion randomly, like. All that shit is documented no matter what. You cannot buy a house undocumented. And you can, I mean, you could finesse it all day. But if you coming into the crib, probably having parties, probably doing a lot of things. Like, you never know. But at the same time, those people, the white people ain't gonna have it, that's for sure. The neighbors ain't gonna have it. And Bricc Baby was one that he don't really give a fuck what people say. He gonna react emotionally in the moment. So, number of reasons why he got raided, but they did find a weapon, so...
Like Crip Mac, he was facing up to 15 years in prison. And even though he seemed to wiggle out of serious consequences for every felony he's ever had, this one is a little different because it's the feds. Well, long story short, over the next year, somehow the case just magically disappears. And that really makes you wonder, how does a 4-time felon have such a big case dropped, just like that? Well, actually, the first question is, why was he being spied on, and why was he raided in the first place? Does it have anything to do with the murder of Lil Pop, or the fact that he was snitching on himself? Well, Whack 100 seems to think that he snitched to get out of this, and that's why Lil Durk is now indicted.
Bricc got an open case, and everybody's watching. Bricc, where your court dates? Boom! OTF is hit with an indictment.
And even if Bricc didn't actually snitch, Wax says that he could be the reason that the feds even look Lil Durk's direction.
Now, you got the people saying, well, this dude was a known gang member. He ran with these people. Okay, well, let's look over there. Maybe they wasn't even thinking about looking over there. But because they heard him say it, they like, let's look into that. Let's just see where it takes us. And they might have looked at one dude, grabbed at one dude from what they heard, and the one dude went bad and fed him everything else. So
Okay, so let's now play devil's advocate, right? Let's assume that Bricc Baby had nothing to do with the death of Lil Pop and that he's not a snitch. And if that's actually the case, please explain these two reactions. This was his live reaction to receiving the news that the 4 OTF members were indicted.
There, nigga.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Hang on, wait.
Yeah, that's him.
Wait, was this an attempt or an alleged attempt?
He dead. Yeah,
No,
he's dead.
Quando.
Yeah, Lil Pap is his man's. His dead. His man's is dead.
Oh, his boy, but
Nah,
he didn't get hit.
Nah, Quando's fine.
So they got his boy instead.
His boy is dead. Yeah.
But were they alleged to try to get him too?
Yeah, he was there.
So,
But was he the intended target?
That I don't know.
Yeah,
see,
right.
this is how you need to be when you sit down with Diddy's bodyguard.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, with Biggie's bodyguard.
Good. See, this is good.
This is exactly
I'm
the
getting
kind
a free
of
lesson here as well.
Yeah. So essentially,
Hey, that part is eerie though. Look at Bricc Baby as they's talking about the dude that he set up.
Thank you for that, by the way. Thank
1,000.
you. I appreciate it.
Got you, my buddy.
Not one word. Come on, play the game.
So this dude, Quando Rondo, he's an artist that was affiliated
Or he could just be high.
with the dude that had alleged or had killed King Von. So, and this was allegedly a retaliation for that.
Well, I'm about to say, nah, that's crazy. So the feds charged the indictment was unsealed. It said was unsealed Thursday in the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles. Kevon London, DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, David Bryan, and I.C. Houston.
Up Quando's location for Lil Durk is something. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too deeply into it, but he seems nervous. And to make matters even worse, he says that giving up Quando's location for Lil Durk is something that he would actually do. Like, why would you say that?
Then there's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't do shit. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this my boy. He lost his boy.
Whoa. That's wait. What is this fool saying right now? Y'all hear that? Can y'all comment yes or no if you hear what he's saying? What is he talking about? Did he just say what I think he said? Oh, that's crazy, bro. This could be all bad for Bricc Baby, bro. And this could be why they let him go for a while from No Jumper. Like, he might
say that.
Then there's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't do shit. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, and had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke. If he
Bruh, listen to what he's saying. He's literally saying, yeah, what's wrong with me giving the homie the dude's address? He lost his boy. That's crazy, bruh. This fool really going down for his own fucking. That's interesting, bro.
even ask anybody if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if you make the call right now, I dig his up in.
Right. What's wrong with getting somebody from your own gang killed because your friend asked you to?
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Like, forget on a moral level. Clearly, this guy has no morals. But on a street level as well, especially in LA, openly admitting to backdooring your own gang for your millionaire buddy is crazy. So you guys tell me what you think. Firstly, do you think Bricc was involved in the hit in any way? And was he co-conspirator 2 or co-conspirator 4? And secondly, do you think he's a federal informant that gave up Durk for his own protection? And even if he didn't officially snitch, do you think that his song lyrics and comments on podcasts are the reason that the feds looked into Lil Durk? Well, personally, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that Bricc Baby goes to jail for the rest. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. But what I will do is hope that you guys enjoyed the video and...
That's crazy, bro. He already did enough. I mean, if that shit is real, you already made this video. Cause he's probably going to jail. That's crazy. Man. You can't do that. You can't talk about that. You can't.
In the interview, we said, man, you had a different childhood.
Jay-Z's bodyguard. They say Jay-Z's the next Diddy, so we don't. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully not. But shit, man.
You know, you started off in the streets very early.
Hey, real quick, man. Appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. You know, we got the best shit. We got the best shit to talk about.
When you talk about things like your mom, like when she seen you, you know, what you were becoming or what you were stepping into, what was her reactions to things like that?
Know what you're doing. Very protective. I mean, she protected me to a point where she moved me out of New York. You know what I'm saying? Because she seen that me making a different turn in life.
Where'd she move you to?
She moved me to New Jersey. Her and my coach, actually. My coach suggested it, like, because my coach was like, yo, you know, if he's going to give up on school, this is going to be his last chance right here. This is a decent basketball program he can go to and stuff. I think, he can get some love over there. He got some key players over there that was going to the D1 schools. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to that school, getting transferred out of New York, going to that school.
Wait, what age was this?
This was 16. Getting transferred out of New York. I get in Jersey, and I get in this school, and it was something like I've never seen before. Like I've seen hustling dudes before, but to go to another city, go to another state and city and see a whole different vibe. Like everybody in this school was hustling.
So what was the difference between New York and New Jersey?
New York, that a lot of young dudes hustling in New York didn't have that kind of money. You know, they was more into fashion and this and that and the third. They would be spending their bread up on jewelry, fashion, and clothes, right? But them Jersey dudes, they didn't have a lot of access to stuff. So they just saved money. But when I got in that high school...
All right, let's see what happened. Okay, so it goes on. Alright, so he goes on there. Let's see if we can find.
Yo, this a late night, man. Don't be late, man. It's another one, nothing like the other one that your brother, son, nephew. It's the brick, not the trick. I'm back. Guess who's back? Nah. I just touched back down in LA, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the checker suitcase. You know I'm serving. Nah, I was just telling you. Shout out to the homie Active for serving me up with that one. But Active go. But nah, I'm back. I just got back to LA. And it's funny because like I don't really do the emotional stuff, right? Hey, I wonder if I turn this on. Keep this one on. Nah. Wow. Yeah. So look. Yeah, it's crazy because I don't really do the emotional stuff. Like I don't really come on here and vent and do all that. But it's crazy because I be holding my tongue about a whole lot of stuff that be going on in life, like a whole lot of stuff. Like, and I ain't talk about my personal stuff. That ain't for y'all to know. So it ain't even on no financial, just so that y'all know, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. It's crazy that I went from everybody in the industry favorite when I was like not a nobody, like everybody in the industry favorite. When I was just in the streets, in the calle, what they call that, in the calles. When I was in the calles thugging, hey man, everybody loved me. That's because everybody needed me. Everybody needed that extra aggression, that extra, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When they come to the city or whatever, just they enjoyed having a young hothead around. But when I caught on, because guess what? I was making money in the streets. I ain't even know what you could possibly make in the industry. Like, until I started seeing like certain checks roll in when my homeboys really start booming. And I'm like, oh, that's when I started catching on. Like, oh yeah, it's going on. Like, it's going on. Like, you can really change your life with this. Because I seen every stage of rapper. I done seen every rapper broke begging me for money. You know what I mean? Or trying to figure out what the play is so they could get like me. Like, every single one that been around me. At some point in their career, it was a point of, and I'm talking about after they sign. I ain't talking about while they sign. I mean, before they sign, the struggle up and coming, because, you know what I mean? We always in the trenches. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about after they sign and find out you got to pay taxes at the end of the year and you done spent up all 4 of them M's, but they want 1.6 or they going to freeze them accounts. You know what I mean? I done seen them do Fetty Wap crazy. He the only one that stand tall. Fetty Wap, man.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about...
Fetty Wap went to jail, right, for the taxes, no? You can't fight the IRS, man.
Fetty Wap, boy, I seen them freeze like $8 million on my boy before, just on some tax type stuff. This is before. You know what I mean? Because he running around, he riding 15 deep, he getting 500,000-600,000 a show, so he ain't really paying attention to the tax part of the game. Till they taxed his ass. Hold on, let me find this little tree. Don't you hate when you looking for something? I'm supposed to really be using these microphones. But we gonna make it happen, cause it ain't no sound for the caption. Yeah, though. But nah, I done seen like all type of rappers go up and down and be around me, right? You go to jail, it's a million songs, free the kid, oh yeah, brick. But a lot of people start showing their colors like right before I went to jail. It's like, don't ever ask nobody for a favor. If you want to feature with somebody, just wait till y'all in the studio. I'm just trying to figure out where I went wrong at, because I don't be asking for nothing. You know what I mean? I might tell them, like, let me get a feature, let me do this, but I think that people want you to ask for stuff and want you to be down bad. They don't want you to be all you could be.
No,
that's
real.
cap.
That's real, though.
They don't want you to be all you could be. That is cap. I can show you my DMs. And I ain't even saying, like, I'm not saying this to beef for nobody, but I can show you my DMs from Lil Baby before I started. I can show the DMs from Gunna. I can show you my DMs for 21. I can show you my DMs for Durk. I can show you my DMs from everybody before I came home this time, before everybody was like multi-mega millionaires. I could show you like what every day today was. Now, mind you, I wasn't just sitting on my AWS and not getting no money. I was sitting on a bunk And I still was touching some change, but it ain't like I sat out here and watched people run laps around me. They didn't have no phones to record on. They ain't had none of that. I had to sit right there and wait my turn the whole time while everybody bunked. When I came home, they saluted it. Thug, Gunner, everybody saluted it. I pressed Chris Brown at one of the Thug events. And I'm going to keep it real. Like, Slime, I love you to death, gang. But ever since the nigga who snitched on my case, ever since old boy who snitched on my case took Chris Brown homeboy Rolly in front of cause old boy was crashing my life too. I just wasn't paying attention till I was sitting on the bunk. When he took that Rolex in front of the studio, at the studio that you was making all the magic for, then old boy, the engineer, and them went in there and stole that microphone. You thought I stole that microphone, gang. I didn't even know how to use studio equipment at the time. I didn't know where to sell it. I didn't even know what type of mics.
The fuck is he really talking about? This was 1 day ago, so it's the most updated recent word from Bricc Baby, but I mean, he just be talking. So let's try to fast forward this.
Your ass cracking now. They gonna make you pick side. Nigga, this on 6 show I have it.
Who the fuck you talking?
Whatever the case is, woo, like whatever, because I know these my homeboys, and I'm not saying it to say that this nigga don't fuck with me, and nigga, I came home, we thugging every day. I can show everybody when I got on this podcast, like it's crazy. When I get to the podcast, everything changed. I don't know if it's Adam, I don't know if niggas mad because I got a position, and y'all never wanted my word to count, but I really know shit about you bitch ass niggas on the dead homies. So now everybody want to veer away from a nigga. And I'm not talking about I swear at all with the bitch ass niggas and all. This my boy. 6-0. But you other bitch ass niggas, y'all niggas know. 60 crit. I really got, you know what I mean? They don't want me to really get to talking. Y'all think I've been talking. I ain't been talking. I've been cooling. I've been answering questions. I ain't been putting it out there. I've been answering questions. You gotta know something to ask me something. I ain't on 6-0, I have it. And me and Pete, we hella cool. Me and like everybody, it's like two niggas over there that hate me. Me and the nigga that all the shit happened with, we cool. Cause it wasn't like it wasn't all that. It wasn't no God, man, that's what I'm saying. This is weird shit. You know what I mean? There's a couple people around there that be putting bugs in people's head. Now, mind you, collab album come out. Lil Baby tour. LA show. Get up on the security. I got to damn near get all the way up on the security. Niggas don't come off the bus to help. Like, hey, this is my homie, just let him in. All right, cool. Durk and them come get me. I extra on the security. So the next show, nigga, on 6-0, nigga, we don't even say nothing to it. We come 20, 30 deep and just walk in. Dare nigga. 60 crib. I see, baby. Shitty, what up, neighbor? Ooh, all right, bro. After that, I think that was in the middle of us having words, though. I don't know yet. But that shit ain't nothing. That's my boy. It's all it is, cuz you don't owe me nothing. I would. Never did nothing for you like that, cuz 6-0. Nigga just my homie, cuz, you know what I mean? We on Oakland City. You know what I mean? We frequent the same areas.
Oh yeah, so he about to really let it out. He really about to crash out and let us know why he helped
the dead homies. they planting seeds. There's niggas over there planting seeds in these rappers' heads not to fuck with me. And I don't know if it's just QC, but it's a gang of shit. Like, it's like the whole Atlanta, the whole, man, I just went to the A. I ain't even called nobody. I don't even be calling niggas because niggas be hoes, nigga. All you niggas. Niggas DMing me talking about, oh, you losing your, nigga, shut the fuck up, weirdo. Dead homies. Would, nigga. Like, nigga, I would. Nigga, when I was just down on my dick, nigga, when they took everything from me and I reached out, nigga, on 6-0, what happened? You gonna tell me I'm losing myself and shit like that, nigga, but the nigga ain't replied. You forgot you niggas used to be bums, cuz, on 60 Crip. You forgot how y'all niggas used to really be bum, dirty clothes and stuff. Almost threw up thinking about it. Nigga stankin' when y'all come around a nigga. Nigga leaving black shit on my toilet. You know what I mean? On the front of the toilet when you taking the shit. That mean your balls dirty. But it's just like something put something in one of these niggas' heads. And ever since right before I got on the podcast, it just start like dwindling apart. And when I start getting into it with everybody around me, I get to checking my energy. Like, am I the one acting weird like that? I go through our conversations like, what the fuck? But when you go missing, out of sight, out of mind for 4 years, and you was that nigga, and now niggas that got they stain up and think they ranked up and all that. Now it's like you can't let the nigga come back and get his position. Now I'm in there squabbling. I'm kicking down doors, nigga. I'm knocking. Nigga, what? Nigga, y'all gonna hear me. What's up? Nigga, it's Bricc, not the trick. Nigga, don't be late. What's up? Shake the world up. But I ain't even shook the world up yet. And all these my homeboys, I'm not saying nothing like Lil Baby's not the one that DM me that. Nobody, like, these are my homeboys. So a nigga not really doing all that. Even the nigga who DM me my homeboy, but think right. Cause nigga, come on, cuz. I'm 6'0". A nigga just called you on some serious shit, nigga, and on the dead homies, nigga. Nigga shoot me off with the I'm sick, whoop, then hit me with that, cuz, on the dead homies, cause you watching the podcast, not knowing what's going on, cuz. But I'm going to keep up with it. And I'm omnipresent. I'm going to be here. I ain't God, but I'm Alpha and Omega. I'm going to be there at the beginning and the end, nigga. You niggas rise, you niggas fall. Oh, 6-0. Guess what? Slow motion better than no motion, nigga. And itching it together is better than nigga. Why you think the tortoise beat the hare? Consistency. I'm gonna be here, gang. Whether I'm rapping, potting, whatever, I'm gonna be here. Yeah, I can't go around that. But I really want to know. Ask these niggas when y'all in interviews with them, like, why y'all don't like Bricc Baby? What happened? Ask these niggas. The young niggas ain't gonna know me. All the young and aces and all that. This is all internet, man. Shout out Young and Ace, ATK. Shout out all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? These young niggas. Shout out EVK. Shout out, man. These niggas ain't my age. Ask these niggas my age. Why you don't like Bricc? What happened? Where did y'all fall out? Bet you it'd be some bogus shit about them niggas getting booked and thinking it was me. Nigga, on the dead homies have nothing to do with me. You niggas just buster ass, bitch ass, hoe ass niggas cuz to be letting weird ass niggas in y'all camping and weird niggas already know y'all busters and get up on you, strip you niggas and then make it look like, oh, some LA, man, come on, bro. But there's been another one, nothing like the other one on your brother's son, nephew. I'm just telling you, I could put it on the table if y'all want to. And tell the other one, this is part 1. This is just vented. And I'm going to go back and watch this because I done lost focus what I was telling y'all. So I'm about to go back and watch this. Then I'm going to give y'all part 2 of what I'm really trying to say. Nah, honestly, because the whole overall is where did I go wrong with my industry friends to where niggas don't pick up the phone. It's like everybody all on the same little. I still got my industry family, like, but like certain homies, like I be sitting there like, I'm glad Jeff back, cause he ain't bad. Look, I ain't on probation, I ain't no gangbanger or nothing. So y'all gotta see me. But when you see me, nigga, you better holler at me.
Boom. So I don't know. He didn't. He said he don't. He didn't. He ain't part of it. He said he didn't do it. See, Bricc Baby.
The new folding revolver by
Good morning. Good morning, Puka Butts. This is who we're going to start off with.
Yeah.
Listen, all that activity, all that zestiness, oh, it's time for you to come out the closet. You be popping it, now you talking about you dropping your flag because you want to pursue podcasting. When do it start with you, Puka Butts? When do you act like you is the man? When do you act like you was ever with it? This is the time, people, where he acts like, oh, well, let me do this because I just want to focus on podcasting because I'm really a buster. He want to act like I can't fake it no more. I'm getting caught every single. I just want to be a regular civilian. I'm a snitch. I work with the police. So if I do it right now and turn in this transition, I would have like that. Nobody would care if I told on Lil Durk. Nobody would care if I told on Pee Wee Longway. Nobody would care if I'm working because I'm letting the homies know that I'm done with the rolling 60s. But sweetie, that don't stop when you was in part of that life. And you literally was setting people up. You literally was getting on the internet telling. You was literally acting like you was big and bad, and you pull up and people can't come here, can't go there, or anything like that. But look, we got some clips you got to do your explaining. You always talking about other people, but you very zesty. Remember when you was asking Spider Look, you like to get your booty ate?
What the fuck?
Remember when you was saying that you went to a gay party and all this other stuff? No. This is you.
He said no.
This is the opportunity for you to come out your closet, Puka Butts. So, sweetie, let's don't pretend no more.
Yo. That's common.
Let's don't pretend. See, this is going to be a 2-part special. I got something connected to Big Uterus. His name is Eric Hodem. He's connected to
Puka Butts.
Bricc Baby. Listen. Remember, this is where y'all get caught at. Y'all doing all this stuff down. You see, you got Big U trying to go in the shadows. It's still light over there. I told you. Zimbabwe, Japan, Jerusalem. I settled for Antarctica. Let me see. Australia. Go to Australia and I'll leave you alone. See, this is what y'all not even understanding. Now,
He said,
Three
nah. Puka butts, go away. Yo, he's hilarious though. Let's see what he really talking about.
Eric said, if I get denied this appeal, I'm coming out. I'm saying something. Oh, y'all don't have to take my word. It's in this video. Sugar Plum, you thought you was smart. You thought that you could silence me with a cease and desist.
He said, Sugar Plum.
But I don't even have to do it no more. I'm still dropping the footage though.
Sugar Plum.
But somebody is coming out saying he's speaking his piece. Eric Hodel, he said he's been sober. He's not mentally messed up like that he used to be. You can't control him, Sugar Plum. And Puka Butts is not off of you. You's a rat. You's a snitch. I'm bringing that homie up here that you told on. He was the middleman in that play. When they hit Durk, they hit him. He's like, Durk and them don't even know what was going on or how it happened. But Puka Butts, you dropped a dime. You should have left him alone. Why you had to tell on him? It just don't make no sense. You telling on everybody? Oh, it's a cold piece of work. It don't make sense for you to play these type of games. It don't make no sense for you to just come out. Just come out the closet and I'll leave you alone, Puka Butts. If you just come out, I'm not talking about you talking about I'm not banging no more. I'ma still be on you. You know why? Because you the person that's talking about I got more skulls than you got squabbles, right? Man, never let that go. You is on a public platform talking about that you got bodies. Where? The only thing you did was get shot and ran to Atlanta and became a homosexual. And I don't have no problems with that. None. But you gotta walk it how you talking. You wearing purses. You twerking. You just shaking that. You got extensions. And just don't grow. Let it go. Let it go. But how? Like, what's wrong with you? You was listening to Big Useless and he should have told you, Kenneth's not going to stop. He's not. You know I wasn't going to just leave you alone. When you're doing those Tuesday shows at No Jumper, You know I'm gonna do it. The crazy part about it is I run content on you on your own platform. No jumper. See, this is the thing. Nobody watches you but on No Jumper and Cam Capone and DJ Vlad. You have to go to big platforms to get seen. Don't you got a channel? Nobody respects you. All they want to do is talk about you and make fun of you and clown you. I'm sorry.
Damn.
You make their money by being a fool. You act like you just this tough dude. 5'4", smoked out. You get choked up off your feet. You talk about all the rappers, and you soft. You rap soft. Man, I'm gonna do a special ed. Like what? Nobody believes none of your raps. Nobody believes you, period. Newsflash, Sugar Plum. Nobody believes you.
Okay, so the video of you twerking.
Bop, Bricc it up.
Hey.
I'm recording you so people can know how you act.
So you want to see this bullshit. Let's just finish up the whole no jumpers, okay?
Hey, damn. Wait, what? Come on, cuz. Oh, shit. What the fuck?
You and Bricc Baby seemed like you guys had a little spat or whatever. I think you called him fake and he claims you would have slapped him if he questioned your cripping.
To talk about me, but at the interview he wasn't on none of that. Like, you know, like he was shaking my hand and shit. He was the first person to greet me at the door. He was waiting on me at the door. Like, you know,
yo,
like, I swear that motherfucker was right at the door. Like, I'm thinking the security finna do me a wipe down. I'm like, damn, is you the security or do you work up here at this motherfucker? You know, so I just felt so like irritated with him because it wasn't none of that energy at the interview. He was so cool and nice, and he was looking at like, you know, like I ain't gonna cap. I thought he was a little zesty because he was looking at me the whole.
Bruh, that's not it.
Flirtatious shit going on. Talking about some like, cause I had told him a type of deodorant that I was wearing. I was like, "What does that smell? That smell good." I was like, "Oh, that's this old Spice deodorant I got on." He was like, "Nah, you got on some stanky deodorant." Like he was like it was like some flirtatious zesty shit. No.
Oh, 6-0. It's now I'm back with the smokers. We in the dirty tanks down. So I'm already irritated. Boom. The nigga comes in, smoked out. He busts down to his boxers while I'm asleep, gang. I look up. So we in the tanks downstairs though. So I'm like, hey, bro.
Too much information.
Bro, I'm like, on the dead of me, put your clothes on, cuz. I give him the warning. like, cuz, put your clothes on, cuz. He put his clothes on. Cuz I go back to sleep. I wake up, cuz is damn near. Hey, nigga, not damn near. Cuz got it about to pull his pants down. He damn near asshole naked standing over a nigga, cuz.
Yeah, right.
Dead homies, cuz. I wake up and put cuz down. Boom, boom, boom. Put him down by the toilet, cuz on 6-0. I end up, nigga, on 6-0. I end up pissing on the nigga.
Oh my god.
6-0. I whip out piss on cuz, nigga. On the dead homies.
Wait, what?
Man, nigga.
Why you got piss? I mean, so somebody came out their drawers that day. God damn. It wasn't just the other dude either. That's crazy.
Yeah, nigga, play with your butt. Nigga, fuck is you talking?
Man. That's crazy. What did he just say?
Talk about nigga, play with everything about your weird ass. Nigga on hood, come around. Nigga on hood, nigga on 6-0. Nigga, do you old school? Nigga, talk about nigga ain't gonna play with your day. Nigga, play with your butt. Nigga, shut up, nigga. For a nigga put a finger in your booty. Nigga, shut up, nigga.
On the dead homies. On puka puka. On the dead homies.
He said, "Puka puka." Yo, what did he? Can somebody help me? Tell me what he's talking? Like, man, that's crazy. He said, "Puka puka."
Yeah. Nigga, fuck is you talk about? Nigga, violate. Shut up, nigga.
How do you feel about Gucci Mane dropping all those artists?
Gucci Mane got some good pussy.
Huh?
Yeah, Gucci Mane got some good pussy.
Why was he so? He was so. He was cold. He was dead face right there.
Okay. Can you explain that a little bit more?
I'm saying if it was Gucci Mane and
So big uterus. Now we about to break down the fact that you forgot and you stopped putting money on Eric Holden's books for over a year. What? You didn't think that we would find out? Now he's telling. It's crazy because it's like you getting $2 million from you telling, and I don't think nothing's going to happen to you because you got LAPD in your back pocket. They need you on the streets. They need you to keep informing. They need you. The crime is down. I'm not even saying nothing. The crime is down because of you and the GRID program, because all y'all doing is just snitching. You tell them people, you get them in certain positions, and then you snitch on them. You write serial numbers down off the guns, and you give it to the homies. You snitching on them.
Ooh.
You telling. Everything that you do, you telling. And you acting like people is not supposed to say anything to you. People supposed to be thinking you, like, what have you ever done? Sugar Plum, you haven't did anything, sweetheart. All you do is just ride off of something and take people's credit. And it's cool to take my credit. You did it, yeah. But me and you know the truth is like when I'm the boogeyman. And people, what do a killer look like? You should ask yourselves. Because it's like all the time y'all gonna say, dang, he didn't look like that type of person. All the time, we see it all the time. And on the YouTube thing, y'all be saying like, yeah, he don't look like that because the way he look. Well, what do a killer look like? What do somebody that actually apply pressure and get people up out of here? What do y'all not understand that I stand on everything I say? Y'all got his sister from the hood saying it. Y'all got countless of my homies saying it. Y'all got famous security guards that's saying it. Y'all got all these people that speak about loose cannon. But y'all ignore the fact because you got one person, Puka Butts on No Jumper, that yells out my name and do false allegations. But then get caught on a phone call crying, pleading. But we ain't going to go back to that. Now, Eric Holder, we having a conversation. It's not my words. It's not what I'm saying. It's what I know. But I ain't saying nothing. He's going to say it. And the fact that you not even understanding that it's coming, you should have kept putting money on his books. You should have been looking out for him. You should have protected him. But no, you didn't. You got rid of him thinking like, okay, I hope he stays solid. Yeah, he stays solid. But listen, you even got Cowgirl, Douglas, Mr., like to touch on kids, right? I don't care how you slice it or dice it, you still have to obey by Megan's law.
Damn.
The fact that you brought him up to Crenshaw High.
That's crazy.
And he's a sex offender.
Whoa.
But you have the authority because you are the police. I understand that. You could break the rules. I'm not tripping. Y'all call.
Alright, we getting off topic. I want to hear this shit, though. What y'all up to, man? Hit the like and subscribe if you watching right now. That shit free and it helps the channel. We looking into Bricc Baby. All this shit. The WAP calls out Bricc Baby. Said he said too much. That's crazy. Why would you get on the internet though and do that? Either guy,
I see he's giving his faith and life to Islam.
And that's the crazy shit about this, is that this is coming like a week after we started having conversations about, how much growth Durk is showing, because he's got the picture of all the dead Chicago legends, and a bunch of them are people that him and his people beefed with, etc. And everybody was complimenting him on that growth and everything. And even, I think it was yesterday, I said, why does Mama Duck's lawsuit name Lil Durk in terms of like profiting off of Duck's death? Because from my perspective, the only thing Durk ever really did in terms of Duck's death was he put his name in some lyrics. That's it. That's regular shit. Every rapper does that. That's not really like an example of him benefiting from it on some extreme scale or anything like that. And now we're faced with this situation that makes it seem like, a lot of people did say when they saw him do that at the concert, they said, this isn't going to stop the RICO, or this is a man who's scared of the RICO. And then this shit happens a few days later. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And then you have Bricc. Bricc got to stop throwing these bricks, bro. And you know what? I think I've been watching Bricc because Loose Cannon been taking all the little things he does and eating him up, trolling him with it. I think Bricc thinks things, and the things he's thinking, instead of processing, that's something for me to store away for other conversations, maybe privately. He just says it, and not realizing what he's saying could kind of turn into something. Because if I'm not mistaken, he kind of made a comment like, I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide.
Yeah, we can actually
see, that's
play the audio right
Oh
here.
yeah, slide for Vaughn, right? Yeah. They say.
Damn, you see how Adam pulled that motherfucker up quick. He said, let's keep getting the views.
They say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh.
See, and then Poetic Flacco, he's playing the game like he's just fishing for it, but he's giving them chances not to say it, man.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Why would he say that? And now it's just one more thing to add to this is what you said, and you can be incriminated by your words. Like, that's easy for them to do. So why would he do that? Also, too, what they on the same show, they co-workers. Why is Bricc Baby? Why is Whack 100 not going to Bricc Baby in private, man, and letting them know, like, but instead they choose to do it on the platform publicly. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know what y'all be thinking about this.
See?
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like no more slide for Vaughn.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though,
Oh yeah,
Sloppy around.
nobody.
Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Now, if Bricc Baby was just a
There's no getting out of that.
listen, if he's just a random person, it's whatever. But he's somebody who's got photos with Durk. He's been pictured with all the OTF guys and stuff. It seems like kind of that was before he even worked for No Jumper. That actually was the interview that made me like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with you.
See, now him saying that, and he from the streets, and if he's tied anyway to OTF, it's like you know something, and you saying, well, they can't say it in Slava. You are saying that these group of people committed this act. So here he is, I don't know, a year, 2 years later, however long it's been, right? Boom! OTF is hit with an indictment, right? Loose Cannon's been exposing the shit. Bricc got an open case. And everybody's watching, Bricc, where your court dates? Bricc got to stop, and me personally, I don't think he should have said that, but I don't think he realized what he was saying. He knew what he was saying, but he didn't realize that, yo, this could potentially lead to something. Bricc is from the street. I don't know if he be high, bro, be high, would it be? But, like, hearing that and then seeing what we're seeing and knowing it was an ongoing investigation, when you start seeing CIs and this and this and this and that, people's minds start wondering, even if any of them people were in contact, I don't know how close he was to him. It's just bad. He got to slow down on that.
Okay. You know that narrative about why Pab got killed? From my
marijuana thing.
Yes. Some sort of drug deal gone bad. Somebody ran off with some money, whatever. To the best of my knowledge, Quando also believed that was what happened in that situation.
Well, Quando kept it gangster because Quando, if I can remember, said somebody reached in over him and directly hit him, eliminating the possibility of anybody else.
Right.
But now when the footage is coming out, they never made it to the SUV. They sparking from the alley.
Right.
So the shots came from the alley. Nobody.
No, but then they run right up to him. They didn't do it from like a distance,
the
right?
The pictures that Remo put up.
Oh, shit.
Remo got him up. They sparking from the alley. They masked up. They shiested up. Sparking from the alley. Which is probably about 20, 30 feet from the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
So I think Quando was like keeping it real. You know, shortly after that, he started to change his life. He dropped his, he turned in his flag.
Now.
And,
yeah, everybody on both sides is Muslim now.
I don't fault nobody for, shout out to Brother Gregory X and Tony Muhammad. I don't fault nobody for changing their life to Islam. But, some people do it for the right reasons. Some people do it for the camouflage. Hopefully, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, the righteous catches up with you. But, and it's not going to stop because now it's going to roll downhill. And we still got this other situation over here open and we don't know where it's going to go with this Young Dolph thing and Big Juke this, and he's part of this company. All these things are just being torn and ripped apart to where I think all the doors are going to shut to this independent land that we was doing coming out of these urban communities, and it's going to go back to the basics.
A lot of this drill shit might seem like an ancient history at some point because keep in mind, we got somebody like EBK J-Bo 7 hours north going crazy. There's been gang indictments on like every gang in Stockton. So this dude Bands, who's like a Mexican Crip that I interviewed who beefs with EBK J-Bo, he got locked up. All these fools are getting locked up there, which is really making it look like, all these different cities are getting super fucking serious about getting rid of this problem. And it kind of reminds me of how shit is with the mafia, where the mafia damn near don't even exist in the same way that it does. And when you talk to mafia dudes, it's obvious that like, yes, there's criminal activity being executed by fucking old ass Italian dudes, but it's not really like the way that it used to be. I feel like we fast forward the clock 5 years, we might have a similar feeling about like black street gang that also happen to be making music that they might just get so much more organized at taking that shit down that it might just be like a thing of the past.
Bro, this is over with.
I draw your attention to the screen here. This is a conversation that I had with Mama Duck earlier. She sent me a link to the report about 5 people being charged. And, you know, she's really taking like anybody on the op side getting in trouble. She's out there waving the flag like, yes, get him, king. Yes, girls. And so she says to me, now take that peg out yo ass and put it in your mouth, bitch. Checkmate. Now stay in your lane and tell Bricc Baby I said thank him for the boss top he pulled.
See, that's what I'm saying,
So
bro.
I respond, you let Bricc give you top? She said,
Good troll.
She said, nah, you suck his dick and I don't secondhand dick suck. So, okay, you want to know what she means when she says for the boss top he pulled? There's an infamous clip from a vlog that was filmed at O Block a couple months after FBG Duck was killed, in which O Block legend Boss Top is basically talking about life in O Block, and there's a bunch of cars in the background that were later linked to the FBG Duck killing. Everybody's kind of in this joyous mood. I don't know how long after Doug got killed this was actually filmed, but it was later edited to take a lot of this footage out of the video, but a lot of people have pointed towards that and basically said, like, this is obvious proof that O Block was responsible for Duck's murder, which we all now know is basically true. So she's taking credit for, she's saying that Bricc basically did the same thing that Boss Top did by first putting that narrative out there, which I disagree with, because honestly, I could have very easily said, oh, they were saying slide for Duck. Well, Lil Pab got killed. It would make sense if OTF was in some way, like I could have said that as a civilian with no knowledge outside of watching YouTube videos. So I don't really see how Bricc was demonstrating that he had any kind of insider knowledge.
She's saying that Bricc was the first ones
to put the narrative out there.
You can call it a narrative or you can call it a tip.
Right.
Right? Because at the time, OTF was never mentioned.
Right.
He's the first one that made any type of anything that OTF was involved by saying, I guess they can't say they didn't slide for bond no more. It's like, I mean, end of the day, it's a violation. But I'm trying to defend Bricc because I don't think he really means it. I think this podcast thing has crossed his wires. Some things you do not say.
Yeah, I mean, because even if he didn't do it, right, you just still putting yourself in that mix. Like, if he said if he's acting like he did, if he's just throwing it out there, I mean, you throw it out there enough and you have pictures with the people, it's gonna be that. Like, they're gonna try to put a story together. So, I mean, I feel like Bricc Baby, let's see.
Hold on, man. We've talked about Cracker Barrel. We love Cracker Barrel. But it would appear that you've been going through some wild stuff. And it feels like we need to talk about this. The people probably want to hear us commentate on this. What's the last week of your life been like? And not even really like a whole week. It's been like
3 days.
Yeah, because, okay, just to put the timeline down, me and Wack do the podcast on Thursday at like 5.
That was right after the indictment, right?
Right after the indictment, but right before they pick up Durk. And so then we kind of do the whole podcast. It's like the best performing Adam and Wack show we ever did, but we don't know about Durk during it. Then as soon as we get done, Wack starts aggressively texting me and Remo saying, hey, they got Durk too. We're like, who's your source? He's like, I can't say exactly. And so we held off on posting it.
You know who the fuck his source is. Go ahead.
I don't. I'm not 100% sure.
We know.
The feds?
Go ahead.
You tell me.
Yes.
Oh,
That was different than I thought.
You said the feds. I said yes. Go ahead.
So you think he's directly communicating with them?
If he can't tell you who the source is, and he know they picked up Durk, and nigga 2 seconds after they pick him up. I mean, you tell me. I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of people that could have potentially told him, right?
I thought it was Flacco.
Hey, what I'm trying to tell you is he always has the jail content first. Just continue.
But,
I'm not trying to
the
prove
funny
him a
thing about
snitch.
that is that we're all talking about it in the No Jumper group chat, having the conversation of should we post this or not, even though it's just a rumor, we don't really have any evidence to back it up. Meanwhile, Flacco immediately goes to his Twitter and starts acting like he has an inside source that told him for sure. I'm like, you're just using the source that I'm putting out there, and I'm making it clear that we don't know if we 100% believe in it.
Rebo in the long way case.
He doesn't give a fuck. He just sends that
Rebo
shit.
just puts the shit up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
some of his shit
no,
is
no.
up to date, but the long way shit, I said, hey, it was fake news. He's like, shit, it's already up.
No, here's the
I'm
thing,
like,
though,
bro, come on.
No, but fools could use the word allegedly or it would appear as if, you know what I mean? Like,
And the
phrasing
thing
is
about
what
it is there's so much misinformation and fake shit going on with this Durk thing in particular that it's like there's not that much of like a penalty to be received if you do get something wrong, because it's like everyone is just getting shit wrong left and right.
Like
So-
Jam. Like nobody knows for sure what the fuck Jam did.
And I'm already feeling bad about my free Durk verse because I threw his ass under the bus. I'm probably gonna have to say sorry if it
Really?
turns out
Because
he
I
didn't
think
do
it's
it.
pretty. What?
He's denying it, and it seems like other people are denying it as well. Like other people are kind of saying that they're doubtful about the idea of Jam wearing a wire.
Okay, no,
Who was
okay.
Other people in the camp, because I seen people in the camp. That's how I found out somebody was wearing a wire. I didn't find out from. I was going through one of my close friends' story, and they like, "Oh, been wearing a wire the whole time." But it said like 067 smooth or something.
Okay, I've read the indictment front to back several times. Where in the indictment does it have, at this point, anything that alludes to a wire?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Right. People made that up, basically, right? Out of thin air. And people...
Nobody
like,
wears wire.
That'll tell you right there. A lot of the shit you come across, man, with the titles, ain't even there.
I saw a guy with like a tweet. They got like 100,000 likes that was basically just like, damn, OTF Jam was wearing a wire for 5 years straight. That motherfucker was sleeping and shitting wearing a wire or something like that. Like 100,000 likes. There's no evidence that it's true, but it's like just spreading like absolute wildfire. There's no containing the
I'm
misinformation
the
at
one
this
that
point.
led the feds to him. Let them tell it.
Okay, so
and there's no fucking nothing that says, well, after reviewing a Bricc Baby post, we decided to take down the whole OTF.
Well, look, I have a lot of questions for you, but two things I want to point out.
And
Before
shout out
you
to
even start the question.
anybody who wants to send their donations. We want to represent the opinions of the fans. So for
y'all
for
put me on
$5, you can tell Bricc Baby whatever you think. No, because I've hung out with you.
Come on, bitch.
I've been in communication with Bricc like this whole time. Aside from the day where everybody got picked up, there was a noticeable 8-hour or more gap in our communication, which I found intriguing.
Okay, so after the show and I see they all got wrapped up, I popped his head and pulled the line. I was asleep when y'all was doing that. You remember,
Really?
I woke up at 1 in the morning, right when Act was ending the stream and I was about to call in. So I went on stream because everybody, I heard, like my phone, like the chat, I know the chat could go crazy for nothing. So I'm like, all right, the chat's going crazy. When I look over, I'm like, okay, that's work chat. Da, da, da. Then you got Conrad calling back to back to back to back.
Calling you back to back.
Because Gordy talked about, make sure Bricc didn't go to jail.
No, we were worried.
Yeah.
But he responded to me. He responded to me, and I was like, okay, he's cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that, bro.
So you decided to get on Sleepy Time Conrad mode in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I went to sleep at like 6.
Which we don't normally know you to do.
I told you, I stuffed myself with drugs.
Why? You could have died.
That's because that's a lot of anxiety.
But you didn't even know about the
What's
Fed
a
case
lot of
yet. Oh wait,
anxiety?
I guess you just found out.
It wasn't even that. Yeah, it was that.
So I'm wrong by saying it's anxiety?
So it stressed you out so much finding out about the Fed case that you said, I'm going to just intoxicate myself to the point where I won't wake up for 8 hours.
No.
Sounds fun, honestly.
I just got hired because the homies got wrapped up. I'm like, damn.
That's what I was
this
saying.
is pull up for the homies type shit.
There
You know what I'm
was
saying?
a time period in there though where I was kind of like, it makes way more sense that Bricc is being interrogated. And granted, you are horrible at picking up your phone and shit, but you're horrible at picking up your phone and like responding to texts in the case of like, you won't see the group chat for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Usually if you call, you can get Bricc on the line.
Yeah,
but there was a moment where I was like, oh, like this seems more probable than not.
I'm an all-day vibrator. So it's like
okay, I know I blew the whistle last time I paused, but that seems like a pretty relevant one. Was it? Yeah, okay. I see Copa Raider dropping donations. Wasn't he supposed to drop a diss track? Whatever happened to that?
Copper wants to be my friend, I told you.
But he put out a trailer for the diss track, and then I never saw the diss track.
Somebody said
he said he got something coming.
Like, fool, don't drop that. That shit's fucking ass, bro.
Yeah.
He hit me up because I had posted I stumbled across a video of the pass me the balloon, fool. Like there's a little viral clip of that. So I put it on my story like this was a moment because it was funny. And then Copa responded to my story. And he's like, oh, I know you wrote that shit, ha ha ha. And I was like, actually, I swear to God, I didn't.
Right.
You feel me?
It's been like 3 months since that cipher came out. Doesn't that time fly?
3 months?
Something like that, right?
Nah, that's like September, right?
Because oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to, I gotta just search for it.
That was September, I want to say.
Jumper cipher. Oh, 1 month. Never mind. Time does not fly quite like I thought it did.
3 months.
Nah, but bro, so much has happened.
6 weeks in, and you're like 10 songs in to your rap career.
I know. I have like
How do
mad.
you feel?
I'm like ready to stop rapping because I have all this unreleased stuff, and I'm like, okay, I need to like not record and not shoot. I need to just kind of put this stuff out and see what happens.
Every song's not a hit, Adam. You have to, like the one we did. We have to start back over. Some it's hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do 20 to pick 10.
Look at the eulogy. Look how he spelled eulogy. EOLOG.
Eology.
Okay.
This next week.
Compa, I'm going to be real with you. You need to leave the country because your spelling sucks.
No, look, me and Compa had this thing where I was doing word of the day, and I was sending him a different vocabulary word every day. And they were like,
well, send him
big
eulogy
words.
Tomorrow.
We're gonna. I think we should restart. That's my boy,
Hey,
man.
that's how you gonna spell it on the. You need to change the graphics on the. We gonna help you out here. Do not drop it spelled like that. If it's called the eology.
Eology.
Okay, let's stop talking about his ass.
Okay.
Well, we never talked about his ass.
Well, so there's two things on the Durk indictment.
Oh man, why he do that again, bro? Durk, I mean, cuz is different, bro. He did the buka buka shit, and we just saw Loose Cannon do that because he did that about some twerking shit. Or something.
Before I get on Brick's melon real quick, two things.
Melon rhymes with Telling.
Ooh.
In case you want to put that together later.
My ex-bitch is named Helen. So there's two things that I want to bring up that people are saying are really important. I've watched a lot of different lawyers and analyzed the Durk case, and they said the two most important things are going to be the text message that Durk sent, where he said, "Don't be using any of cards associated with me for this," and there's a lot of ambiguity in that text right there because it doesn't necessarily signify that
he talking about booking A flights.
Right.
That has nothing to do with
that's going to be like a big point of contention right there.
Murder for hire. When did the money? You got every overt act except for the money being dispensed.
Well, and they say that
dispersed.
They said that Vonnie discussed at the burger stand afterwards the
That's
payments.
cool. All that's hearsay.
Right.
Where
That's
did
hearsay.
the money go?
Right.
Because if it's murder for hire and ain't nobody got hired, nobody got they hired, and what the fuck?
Well, and then there's the other
murder.
thing.
It's just 187. Y'all putting extras on top of the shit.
But as far as Durk specifically being implicated in this, that text right there is the most damning thing, as well as the fact that the day he got wrapped up, he booked multiple flights. He booked a flight to Italy.
He was confused.
Okay, no. There's a flight booked in his name on a private jet to Italy,
And there's also 2 flights, one booked to, I believe, Switzerland, and one booked to Dubai.
Ain't they like all like 30 minutes away from each other in the same country, right?
Well,
In
he
my
got
mind-
Milan and Dubai mixed up.
He's probably booking one and then being like, oh, fuck, they have an extradition policy with the U.S. So then he's like, I'm going to buy another one.
All of those had
No,
extradition
They all do, right?
This is the point. This is the point.
That's
There's
weird.
only a few.
He needs to go to Russia.
No, listen.
Putin would take care of him.
No, how
That's
about
a whole
this?
country of
How about
killers.
this? You go to the Florida Keys, you catch those dudes coming in on a submarine, and take me back to Cuba with you, motherfucker.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Take me back to Cuba in the dope smuggling boat. That way, you could take your Drake, and you could take a handgun, a chopper, and some money. You should be good.
I feel like my life might be better if I just went to like Cuba and became like a Twitch streamer out there.
There's only
I might be happier.
You might be.
It would be better than doing 20 years for organizing a
type
murder.
of plantain in you.
Well,
There's only a few.
think about it.
There's only a few countries that have like
Crazy how they play with the topic.
that actually won't extradite you, or that have anti-extradition policies.
Russia.
Like, I believe Morocco,
Costa Rica.
There's a few of them, right? In South America, there's a few countries. However, the thing is, this is a big defense for Durk in this scenario.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, if like it's something when people find out that they're that friends with them, people associated with them are getting wrapped up.
Take a vacation.
They
to get
will
some fresh air.
Well, they'll book an international flight to see if it gets flagged. Because if they're flagged for like by the FBI for no international travel due to a warrant or things of that nature, their lawyer or them will be contacted by the FBI shortly after them booking it.
I heard when
So,
they start an
that's a
investigation
very
about you,
strong
they have to
defense.
tell you.
Well, yes.
Okay,
but
so
that-
what about him being picked up from the airport?
So that
I think he just was trying to go out of town.
That right there, he did get alleged. So he did get picked up in the vicinity of the airport, right?
If this is going to trial, him booking those flights isn't going to mean anything.
Nothing.
No, but that would
Can't
be
prove beyond reasonable doubt.
We also don't even know if that's true,
There's
realistically,
plenty reasonable
right?
doubt.
no.
in that.
As far as him being, as far as the things that are implicating.
Hey, look at Lush, bro. Lush is like the fucking smoked out fucking tweaker that been to court so many times. He already knows.
Him as guilt, those are like the two biggest things that you can see on the indictment and be like, these are enough reason to wrap this fool up. That's what
Didn't
they're
they
saying.
say that he caught the same flight as one of the dudes?
Well, so here's the thing.
No,
So-
I'm just saying, like,
right,
well,
but here's the thing.
Hold on.
He said, so here's the thing. Yeah.
What I mean is, I'm not saying it like it's him being guilty, but it's just like, okay, to prove that you didn't know what was going on, that's what makes it look sus. Like, because you were one of the dudes that got arrested before you got arrested was on a plane with you. So him not knowing what they into, once again, on some slime shit, traveling with the fucking thugs, you know what I'm saying? They get there, they go on their little rat, but it ties into him because they was on the same.
There's a lot of ambiguity around that text message that Durk sent.
Right.
Because you could either say that he was alluding to the fact that, hey, don't buy these, don't buy anything associated with me because I don't want to be implicated in this because I'm a part of it, or I got nothing to do with this. I don't want to know about
For
anything,
sure, yeah.
regardless of if someone's on the same flight as him or not.
That's not enough. However, that would definitely be something that would be combined with a lot of different stuff. In particular, the snitches. Feels like without the snitches, there's not a lot to really go on because it's not like there's going to be a fucking recording of the moment that Durk asked for them to go kill this dude.
And co-conspirator number 4's role is the guy who Durk hit up. Now, why would
Wait,
Durk...
we know that Durk hit him directly
Correct.
to get the location?
No. Co-conspirator before that, way before that. Like, originally, after Vaughn, what happened to, Vaughn was murdered, Durk made a call to co-conspirator number 4 and was like, we need to set this in motion. We need to... That's what the indictment is alleging.
It was like 5 people that was around when he said that.
Right, but...
It said it wasn't a call. It wasn't a call.
But
they said that it was. They met. It was 2, 5, 4, and 1.
Right. And my question is, if co-conspirator number 4 is you, which is what people are alleging, why would he be reaching out to someone in L.A. when at that point it has really nothing to do with L.A. other than the fact that
they probably knew he wanted to get him in L.A. It was like the most realistic place to do it, right?
Associated with 6-0.
Yeah, I mean, with Quando being from 6-0, they would probably think co-conspirator number 4 was somebody that would backdoor him from 6-0 or something. You
Well,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
So
but I don't know. It can't be me. Read the date.
So
okay, but there's a lot
I was on the bunk.
Okay, you said you were in jail, but then I had a bunch of people today hit me up saying, no, actually, he was in Atlanta. He said he was in Houston. He was
when Whatchamacallit died, I was in Houston. When Pop died, I was in Houston. When Von died, I was in the county jail.
Okay.
Yeah. So around the time of
Matter
that
of fact,
initial conversation,
did he die? I got transferred to Las Vegas County Jail probably the next day. Because Draco had just got out of jail, like, a couple days before Von died?
I want to say Von died July or August. I want to say July of 2020.
It was November.
Was it November?
Vaughn?
Yeah.
I mean, we can look it up right now.
It was
but-
definitely 2020.
It was October or some shit, 2020.
Yeah, it was.
For
It was
sure.
like, because it was like right before COVID.
Yeah.
No, it was during COVID. It was like actually like COVID had been cracking because I was already out of rehab.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
Yeah, I went to
it
rehab.
was
Yeah, it
during
was
COVID.
after I got out of rehab because Pop Smoke was killed when I was in rehab.
He died November 6, 2020.
Okay. So it was around that time that conversation was had.
I didn't get released from Las Vegas to Clark County Detention Center till like November 21st.
Okay. And this is like one thing that this has really made me think about a lot. Okay. I'm going to pull it all the way back to when I was a kid. I remember my dad telling me that he had a friend who worked at a grocery store. And there was some guys who were doing some big weed deal or whatever. And they basically like wanted to like use the loading area at the grocery store to do some sort of transfer or whatever. And his friend, who was the manager of the grocery store, said, yeah, y'all can do it. I'll be the lookout. Got some money, presumably, for allowing this to happen. Ends up getting rolled up when they get caught and basically like ends up going to prison for like a long ass time. And my dad always used to tell me that in the sense of saying, don't be a dude who puts together some ingenious fucking plan to try to make money because the cops are smarter than you.
Do you think the story is true?
That story?
That your dad used to tell you?
Some version of it. I don't know. Maybe the guy was more involved.
Yeah. I'm like, do you think he tells you that to tell you to mind your business, don't get in other people's business? Is it like a story
like a
that was
parable.
used? Yeah.
My dad had so little street experience that it's like I don't think he had any other stories like that. You know, it's not like he like really. He had never been involved in any like crazy criminal conspiracies
No, that's
himself,
not what I'm
besides the
saying,
one that
but,
got him
like,
a Fed
you know,
sentence.
like it's like the boy who cried wolf. Like one time it was a boy who cried wolf. Like me telling you this story, essentially, it might not be true, but it'll tell you like that type of shit
It's to
happens. in the
convey a
world.
message.
Fucking mind your business. Don't get involved with.
Okay,
nobody
well,
else.
I mean, I think he was telling me the story because he believed that
it was true.
That was true.
That's what I was asking. You
Yeah.
think it was a real or?
Man, they really going. So I mean, Bricc Baby's he's kind of certain that he's not co-conspirator number 4, but you know, I mean, they haven't released any kind of details on that yet, so we have to wait no matter what. But this was 13 days ago, so it's right after Lil Durk got arrested. But yeah. Oh, that one's over. So let's go.
Because I'm just simply going over the things he said.
You know what? You're Kendrick and he's Drake because you're putting all these unfounded allegations on him, and then you don't have any apologies once they don't pan out.
Which one?
All of them.
He lied.
About
you
what?
seen the work, right?
No.
He came on it. First of all, the most dumbest thing he did was even get in the box and let me ask him questions.
Right.
Stay away from
Well,
me
you
with that.
invaded Akademiks' stream to harass him.
No, I asked questions.
Okay.
He told us, right, that he had a DA reject in Compton Court for the AK-47.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I did? I called Mr. Reggie Wright. Reggie, he said, Whack, I got a few DAs down there. He goes, his first, last name, date of birth, whatever, January, whatever, 86, right? Great. Reggie goes and runs it, comes on my YouTube, on the Honey Show, and says, ran it on that date, the only charge he was arrested for that the state charged him with was possession of drugs. The AK-47 was not charged on the state side, which means he said himself it was two agencies. I didn't say it. The feds and LAPD. That means it's on the fed side. So why would you tell me out of your mouth you got a DA reject for an AK-47 out of Compton Court when you know darn well that you was never charged with the gun on the state side. The feds have it.
But isn't that the DA reject thing? They didn't charge him because it was rejected?
No, it was two agencies. The feds is holding the AK. That is look, it's one thing to have a possession of a firearm. AKs are illegal in the state of California. They're not DA rejecting that. But what I'm telling you is it was never picked up by the state. The feds are holding it. He knew it. Only thing I'm doing is going over what he's saying.
So you think that he's a federal informant?
I think he's definitely working.
Damn.
Well, I think that would mostly only put other people in danger, not so much me. So I'm not super worried about that.
No, they ain't got nothing to do with you. Got nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with you. It totally does. And we got a wild card that's coming in a couple days.
What's that?
As soon as they get to where they need to be, they're gonna call in.
You got a guy in prison who's...
No, he's on the street. But the day they kicked in the doors and picked up the OTF guys, they kicked in his door right here in Los Angeles.
Okay.
To pick him up, only he wasn't at Mama's house.
Where was it at?
He was somewhere in the streets. But his tie to that was through your guy. And the only way they're going to know about him is through your guy because he never personally went and met them. But this him says, I know what I provided and what was purchased.
So you think that this guy is going to ultimately prove that Bricc Baby is a snitch in this whole thing? Oh, wait, do you think...
And he from 6-0.
But do you think he's Coco number 4 or whatever, the one who was waiting outside the hotel watching Quando getting the low for the OTF
No, because
drillers?
He ain't knowing what this bozo is doing. He just filling the order. But he filled the order with your little bozo guy. He's running right now.
Interesting. I mean, I have no idea. I'm more interested than anybody.
Okay, it's coming. It exposes.
Okay.
It's coming.
I feel like the work that you've put out there so far hasn't really... I used to do that a lot when I was younger, too.
No, bro, everything I said has been real.
What?
First of all, you know he's the first one said it. He said it over there with Flacco. Ain't no, you said it. We didn't say it. We thought it was a bad drug deal. You said it. Then the dummy bozo messed up. He heard us applying the pressure over there on with Act and tells us the search warrant was for electronics. So see, we thought it was just a gun. They came for electronics and stumbled up on the gun. This coming out of his mouth. He talked too much. He shouldn't be talking. All the new stuff is coming from him. So okay. I said, you remember you told 600 they've been on you since March? Yeah, I told him that. I thought you didn't talk to 600 about nothing. You told him at the same day you told him that Big, you going to get picked up in a month or two. He gave 600 all this information. He said they've been on me since March. He did the little thing with Flacco in February. Now he just told us the warrant was for electronics. His phone, which he said they have never given him back.
Oh, yeah.
This out of his mouth. I'm not assuming anything. I'm listening to what he's saying and simply questioning him about what he's saying. That's all I'm doing. He lied. He said he had a DA reject Compton Court. Reggie Wright pulled it up. He said, Whack, they ain't had the gun case. It's not with them. It's over there with the feds. It ain't with them. He had a drug case charged with that day. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, on top of that, he robbed your punk ass. He got you for the 10.
Yeah, so not 10, but you were telling me that the feds don't do bail. So when he had me bail him out, if it was a Fed case, then that was a lie and he just wanted
Feds
to
let him go.
Right.
That's why he ain't had a court date.
So you're saying he just got that money from us just for the hell of
Crip
it?
Mac got arrested. The feds picked it up, right?
Right.
You see what happened? He went to court.
Right.
Several times, right? All right? It's been 16 months. Right? Either they going to hold you or they going to let you go. That's it. They let him go.
Did you know you could be...
Man, Bricc, yeah. He's saying a lot. Brick's saying a lot, man. Straight up.
Who we cut the money up with?
Bricc Baby, we need answers.
We know who we cut your money up with.
What do you mean?
He cut your money up with one of his homies.
Why?
Because Bricc Baby then went to him talking about, I need some of that back to help pay you back. That's a fact.
I never got paid back.
I know. He's already pressing dude about kicking back some of that he gave him from your back to help pay you back. He's trying to get it. I will say that.
He has never mentioned paying me back.
Oh, he's trying to get it.
Interesting.
You know, it shit, for one, it's been too long. Like, you know, like somebody bail you out, you run them their bag back. That's just how they go.
I've kind of got used to...
Because he can't call you no more. See, he's messing that up.
He calls me all the time. But
not about bailing you out.
No,
listen, if you bail a dude out, if I called you, yo, Adam, come get me, and you R&B come by here, get some money, bail me out. Within a month or two, I get you back your money. If I got in some trouble again and I had to call you, the odds are you're going to be like, I bailed him out. Wack gave it back to me. Boom, right? Now, if I ask you to bail me out and I never give you a dime in that back, if I call you a second time, there's a good chance you're going to say no.
Okay, so if it is proven that Bricc Baby is a federal informant, do you think that he should no longer be a host on here, or should he be our resident in-house federal informant?
He should absolutely remain to be a host. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because it will be the only situation, the only podcast, the only building that had Chuck E. Cheese running around it where we didn't have to worry about him scurrying in the walls. You get what I'm saying? It'll be a human-sized rat. So why not?
Well,
and then you can really use
not a
it for-
literal rat, but you know, the Chuck E. Cheese. I think they got rid of those big
But
mechanical
what No
robot
Jumper
things.
does,
Yeah.
listen, but what No Jumper does, I absolutely would not get rid of him. I told you that. What did I tell you, Adam?
You tell me so many things.
No, I said, I don't think you should get rid of him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Have a conversation with him. But no, if it comes out that he's the guy, no, I definitely, if I was you, no, I wouldn't get rid of him
Okay.
at all.
Interesting.
Promise you I wouldn't.
I'm just kind of watching it all play out.
Now,
I mean,
you might have to watch, you have to pay attention to who you interview with him.
Why? Who should I keep him away from?
I mean,
People that-
well, some of them dudes might not interview with him. You do a lot of Chicago interviews.
Right.
And one thing about them cats up there from Chicago, they really stand on business and principle.
Snitch K.
If they're those type of guys. If they're rats or maybe suspicion of being rats, they'll come in and sit down with them. But them ones that like ain't on that, like dude that was gonna whoop your ass, what's his name?
Ruga?
Yeah, he wouldn't interview her.
Probably true.
He wouldn't do that.
But we don't know. I still am waiting.
Z Money wants to interview with him.
We should do a formal trial to figure out. There's just so many Bricc Baby accusations lately. I feel like we got to get to the bottom of it.
Everything I questioned him about came out of his mouth.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's a fool for that. That's wild. That don't make no fucking sense.
Lush.
Am I getting fired?
No, you're not getting fired, but it's like, all right, I have to make a big deal about the lateness thing because, okay, it used to be with like AD and House Phone that like AD was already getting there on time and then House Phone would be like ridiculously late / not show up. Now, I don't mean to put you in the House Phone category because
that's like quite a
to
category.
be fair, that is a completely different
That'd be
level.
like no call, no shows.
Exactly.
days
That would
on
be
end.
far, far worse for sure. We got to start on time. And starting on time, like, I don't want to fucking have to talk about this on camera and everything. I think it's kind of unbecoming of us to have these conversations internally, or externally.
I'm not allowed to reveal the secrets of Jemison Black.
Yo, man, Hip Hop Heights. Go ahead and like and subscribe. We're going to get into it. King Von. Jaro City.
STL, Jaro, EBT, Tukaville, Tuka Game, however motherfucker want to put it, man. We all was together at once, man.
You're all through there, that whole area. From that whole area right there.
Oh, boom. I got the Bricc Baby and Vlad right here.
This the biggest fight of their life. Like, I don't have not a doubt in my mind if I'm going to jail or not. I ain't going to jail on this case. You're not going to ever see my name. You're not going to see anything, nothing like that. So I've never got the butterflies over the case.
Mind you, I don't know this. He was just riding for him. So when he started riding for his, the real ones came and started riding for me. He shut it up. He shut it up.
I know a broke lemonade cooking, failed rapper. You paid Draco and almost got knocked out for paying Draco to come kick it with the homies on the dead homies, bro. You're not from the set, never been from the set. You don't know your daddy. Was running around this talk about Big U was your daddy on the dead homies till you found out your daddy was a dead Broadway on the dead homies. Shout out to your daddy though, because I wasn't trying to diss.
I don't know you from a can of paint. All I heard was this from Atlanta. He got put on 6-0 in Atlanta, and he lived in Atlanta his whole life.
Hey, it just seemed like Bricc Baby the topic of discussion when it comes down to YouTube right now. Hey, I mean, it's a lot going on. He just dropped his Vlad TV interview. It just debuted. Shout out to DJ Vlad. He got into it with that boy Spiffy Luciano. And Adam22 seemingly, I don't know whether they were trolling or not, but he seemingly fired him from the No Jumper podcast. Or at least he gave him an absence of leave. But not only that, like I say, Brick a hot topic right now. Not only that, Spiffy Luciano, man, the Los Angeles, California artist who signed to Boosie Badass. Spiffy Luciano, he went up to back on Fig, and he actually had some words to say about that boy Bricc Baby. He said that Bricc Baby is not even actually from Rolling 60s Crip, at least not the Los Angeles division, and he actually is from Atlanta, Georgia. Now, one thing we ain't gonna do on this channel is put false jackets on people. We all know Bricc Baby is really from Nightbug, Crip, I don't know, dead homies, cuz we ain't gonna do that. But what we is finna do is jump off into this answer that he gave DJ Vlad when DJ Vlad asked him about everything that's going on with Lil Durk. And then we gonna double back and see what's to this whole Spiffy Luciano and Bricc Baby thing, man. Bricc Baby hiding the algorithm right now, man. It just seems that everybody want to play around with Bricc. But with no further ado, let's get off into this content, man. Vlad TV know what he doing. Shout out to DJ Vlad, bro. He put these clips out at prime time. He already know Bricc Baby's hot commodity right now. So this next clip that I'm about to play is DJ Vlad asking Bricc Baby about the whole Lil Durk situation and practically asking him, like, hey, is you a rat?
Arrests Vonnie, Flocka, Brown Eyes, OTF, Diddy, and Boogie.
Yeah, the way Boogie do his thing, he need $1 million plus. Were these people, did they kick in everybody's house?
Bunch of houses got searched. A bunch of houses in Chicago associated with OTF members.
Okay.
Right after all these guys get arrested, the FBI got a notification from U.S. Customs and Border Protection stating that Lil Durk has been booked on 2 international flights, one way. One to Switzerland and one to Dubai. And it's noted in the paperwork that Dubai does not have an extradition policy with the U.S. Durk does not board any of these 2 flights. Then they get another alert from U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
I don't mean to stop it so early because I know some of y'all always get irritated. Bro, why you stopping it? But why is Bricc Baby looking like that? Look at the look on Brick's face right now, man. I think he's starting to realize that he be talking too much on these interviews and he just waiting for Vlad to actually ask a question rather than
It's either that. I mean, I get the dude critiquing the video, but it's either that or you already know.
Corrupting him. But I think Bricc learning his lesson, bro. But I just think it's funny why he looking like that. Man.
There's a
Come on.
private flight booked from Miami to Italy.
So he'd still be on the streets if he didn't try to fly out.
No, because he was already indicted.
So they were coming for him that day.
Exactly.
But it's just like, all right, the feds are
He
stupid,
was just last
right?
on the list of people getting picked up.
Okay, but the feds are stupid. They had an eye on him that whole day.
Well, I'm not sure if they knew where he was
Yeah, of course they did.
exactly, because on his way to the airport of the private flight, he gets picked up by the feds.
Yeah.
In the vicinity of the airport.
So they just was probably just waiting for him instead of following him around.
Yeah, so following him around, okay, he booked some flights, we'll just wait at the airports. There. He gets arrested, everyone's held without bond. Right now, all of them are in jail. Facing life in prison, potentially the death penalty.
So why didn't any other co-conspirators get picked up? Do you feel like all the other co-conspirators are working? Because it's like they know everybody now.
Well, there's other co-conspirators in the paperwork. There's, Durk's managers in the paperwork because Durk got booked for an Airbnb while he was in LA. He didn't stay in the hotel with the other guys. He's not being charged with anything. It's this, I believe, Nigerian guy, OA, I think. And the other guys were just...
You talking about Ola?
Yeah, exactly. So the other guys are in the paperwork, but they didn't necessarily do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Being an OTF member doesn't mean you're a criminal, but if you were involved in this particular crime, then you're getting picked up.
Yeah. But it say, well, what I'm saying is there's still 3 co-conspirators that haven't been picked up, right?
I'm not sure.
3, 4, and 5?
There's 4, 3. It's a little hazy because 3 might be Vonnie.
Yeah.
And 5, I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's a little murky right now because it's still early in the process.
Yeah. Because I'm like, some of the co-conspirators that seem like are the people that got picked up also. Like, I feel like Diddy is, like, his role was a co-conspirator role too.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. The whole thing's a mess. And, you were getting blamed for it to the point where Terrence Gangster Williams called me. He's like, hey, man, your boy Bricc Baby just got picked up by the feds.
Oh, wow.
I said, yo, I'm about to have an interview with him. Hold on, let me check. So I called you. I'm like, yo, you okay? You called me like, yo, what's...
That's strange, man, that Terrence called him and said that. I wonder what's up with that, man. I know Giggity ain't just making stuff up, so somebody probably gave him that information, but that's pretty damn odd.
What's up? I'm like, all right.
Yeah, long as I talk to him. But yeah, this is the biggest fight of their life. Like, I don't have not a doubt in my mind if I'm going to jail or not. I ain't going to jail on this case. You're not going to ever see my name. You're not going to see anything, nothing like that. So I've never got the butterflies over the case.
Now, hey, y'all heard Bricc Baby, man. I'm the dead.
He said he ain't got nothing to worry about at all.
Because I wasn't really shook up, because on West Side rolling. That's why, because when everything who you think co-conspirator is, Black? Because I'm a dead homie, so I'm not worried about getting picked up, cuz, at all, man. So how y'all feel about Bricc Baby's answer to Vlad TV, man? Truly, I think Bricc Baby right now is just playing on his clout on the internet. But a lot of people feel like, hey, Bricc trying to sweep everything up under the rug, man, but we really won't know it till everything come to the light now, will we, man? But like I said, also, Spiffy Luciano done went over here on Back on Fig. Now, shout out to Back on Fig. Now, y'all did some janky stuff one time, but I ain't even finna, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Adam ain't never did that, bro. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Adam ain't never did what y'all did, but shout out to Back on Fig, bro. We finna jump off into this clip of Spiffy.
I wonder what did Back on Fig do? Somebody put in the comments, what is he talking about?
Luciano commented that boy Bricc Baby, man, and Bricc Baby actually responded, so we gonna get off into that, man, before we get up out of here, man. Well, let's get off into that, man.
What's your job? What do you do?
I'm a software engineer.
How much do you earn as a software engineer?
Like 160.
Is that your total, like base and comp?
Him like, why you got a problem with the nigga? I have a problem. I don't even know the nigga. I seen that nigga twice in real life. One time when I did a song with Draco, I put up on cut. He was with the nigga, probably pulling that shit. My whole life was at No Jumper, not where you go get interviewed, but at the store.
And he came, put his arm around me, and was apologizing for some shit, you know. But I'm like, damn, we ain't had no problem till I start beefing with Adam. Now he all in the background of shit Adam got going on. I'm tweaking on Adam. He in the background, yeah, nigga gonna make Kool-Aid with Boosie. I ain't even catching none of this shit. My peoples is. They dissecting the interviews. All the homies, everybody dissecting it like, then some shit just came out the other day. Yeah, Spiffy, bitch ass nigga, I beat him up. After everybody was in the fucking podcast, everybody that he do interviews with, Adam, everybody, Suspect, Lush, everybody sitting there, oh, I fuck with Spiffy. I fuck with Spiffy too. Oh, fuck Spiffy, that nigga. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck do to that nigga? On Jesus Christ. I don't know what I did to that. Then he just including himself in all my shit. Bricc Baby been having me blocked on Instagram for 3 years. How you know anything I'm doing?
Why he got you blocked?
I thought only females blocked me, but he did. I can show you right now.
See, hold on, y'all had some stuff from 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Search
they
Bricc
got
Baby
some shit
name
going
on my
on
phone.
from 3 years ago.
Search
homie.
Bricc Baby name on my phone. No, I'm telling you, when I seen him at No Jumper, he put his arm around me because he seen the strength I pulled up with. He apologized. Yeah, you know, I was just riding for my brother, bro. Just like how your brothers came and was riding for you.
I'm trying to figure out what happened 3 years ago, though.
It was some shit like that. Search Bricc Baby name in my search bar.
What happened 3 years ago between you and this nigga, man? He finna break it down, man. You know he gonna break it down. Damn, it's a girl named Bricc Baby.
Yeah.
With 3 Y's though. I'm finna click her name, see what she got
what
going.
was going on was I was getting into somebody he always fuck with, and he was just riding for the nigga. Mind you, I don't know this nigga. He was just riding for him. So when he started riding for his nigga, the real ones came and started riding for me. He shut it up. He shut it up. Because the nigga that's gonna ride for me, from the shit you claiming, right? They not one of the ones you want to fuck with like that. Like me.
Okay, but what you gonna do though, man? Yeah, I don't like that, fam. What you gonna get out there and do, Mr. Spliffly Luciano? So saying, is you gonna get out there and get in? You talking about what your partner's gonna do, but what you gonna do, homie? Come on.
You just start saying my name for no reason. I don't know you from a can of paint. All I heard was this nigga from Atlanta. He got put on 6-0 in Atlanta, and he lived in Atlanta his whole life, nigga. You can't. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, LA period, but right there in that area. I graduated from Crenshaw. I never seen or met him in my life.
So, truth in the detail, he really is from Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I heard.
Yes.
He really from Atlanta?
Yes. Because I've been trying to tell people, they don't listen. Yeah, you from 6-0 out there.
I thought he said he started 60s in Atlanta. This real shit.
I'm telling you.
He said he started that shit in Atlanta?
Didn't he say he started 60s in Atlanta? Didn't he start beefing with King and them and saying he run Atlanta and da-da-da?
And this is what Bricc Baby had to say in response to that, man.
I know a broke lemonade cooking failed rapper. You paid Draco and almost got knocked out for paying.
He said, lemonade cooking.
And Draco, nigga, to come kick it with the homies, nigga.
That's snitching right there.
On the dead homies, bro. You're not from the set, never been from the set, nigga. You don't know your daddy, nigga. You was running around this motherfucker talking.
When Bricc Baby gets emotional, he always snitches. He always says some shit that like is it's kind of like from out of pocket.
About Biggie was your daddy, nigga. On the dead homies till you found out your daddy was a dead nigga from Broadway, nigga. On the dead homies. Shout out to your daddy, though, because I wasn't trying to diss. But your daddy's a dead nigga from wherever the fuck you from. Hey, Spiffy, on the hood, if I was from Atlanta, nigga, on the dead homies, tell me why you can't come through this bitch, nigga, on the dead homies. You come get a squab on any block right now. On 6-0, since you ain't never seen me, of course a nigga from the hood ain't never seen me. You came around when I was in prison, 2017 or something, bro. On the dead homies, you wasn't with Nipsey, none of that, nigga, before that. Now let's rewind. On the hood, pull up something before 2015 with you and the homies ganging, nigga, and I ain't talking about no rats, nigga. On 6-0 crib, pull up something where it's you and the homies ganging, nigga, you got an S hat on. How a nigga with no gang tats on the dead homies, you have no gang tats, gang. You have no gang tats. You have no gang tats. You don't got 60 nowhere on your behind. Nigga gonna tell me. I'm 6-0, non-affiliate ass nigga on hood. A nigga gonna booka on hood. Nigga, I'm gonna tie your little skinny ass and booka on the dead homies.
So I don't know you two family man. It's looking like Bricc Baby denying those snitch allegations, but it look like he ready to squabble up with those Spiffy Luciano, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section who y'all got y'all money on, man. Bricc Baby or Spiffy Luciano, they get in. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. We clown Bricc Baby over here.
Interesting. Yeah, man. I mean, if Bricc Baby is the secret head kingpin of the Rolling 60s in Atlanta, and he is the assassin to Lil Durk, this shit is crazy. We live in a simulation. You already know.
When you see me, you better tuck tail and run. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's my weekend. And 6, I got a dime on Charleston Whitehead. It could be more.
Me and you can't have no business. You threaten to put money on my life. I'm a victim of a crime against a gangbanger like you, and you out on fair. No. I don't want to fight. I don't want to box. Keep on running content on my name. I'm putting Kill Squad in the street.
Oh yeah, Sloth of Vaughn, right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Welcome back to another episode of Swamp Stories. For this one, we cover a man who the internet seems to take as a joke. Somebody who talks that talk but doesn't walk the walk. But as you'll see in this video, this man has a rap sheet longer than Jason Love, and on top of this, he's willing to do the unthinkable, crossing his own flag for the money. And most importantly, you'll get to see who he really is behind the scenes and why he's about to spend the rest of his life in prison. So if you ever took Bricc Baby as a joke, this video will certainly change your mind. But before we get into it, let me run the intro. An official or legal level, but notorious in the sense that they were known as a serious hustling family. So given their potentially dangerous lifestyle, they smartly decided to let Zaire stay with his grandma whenever they were handling business. Basically, throughout his younger years, he was between his mom's house on Bedford and his grandma's house on Donview Place. I say that to say that his family always wanted to put him in good positions, and that included sending him to private school as well. So growing up, Zaire attended Price Christian Academy and was known as a straight-A student and standout basketball player. Now I do want to point out that this isn't modern day or something, as the school is definitely located in the hood, but the point is that his parents put him in a good position, and early on it was really paying off, as Zaire had a bright future ahead. But then, his parents would meet some people that would change his family's trajectory forever. While Zaire was in middle school, his parents would meet and build a relationship with Big Meech and Southwest T, the founders of the notorious BMF. Ooh-wee, this took their hustle to a whole new level. Basically, they started with helping BMF expand to the West Coast, but then they were actually invited to live with them in Detroit. This was a financial opportunity of a lifetime, and Zaire's parents would take up on it and flee to Detroit. Obviously, they would leave the kids back home to be raised by Granny, and this is when life would start to derail for Zaire. Once his parents left, he began to veer towards hanging out with his cousins in the hood, who happened to be notorious Rolling 60s members. And unfortunately, as soon as he was introduced to the lifestyle, he knew that he wanted to be a part of the streets. But because he was only 11 to 12 years old, his cousins refused to put him onto the hood, and as a result, Zaire tried to create his own gangs.
And we started some called Inglewood, California Crip. Me and my best friend Envelope.
Then, after giving up that idea, he decides to join something else.
From there, I joined a clique called CIP, and it was completely irresistible players. And the police ended up documenting us in the gang files as Crips in Progress, CIP. So they changed it from completely irresistible players to Crips in Progress because we was getting into so much shit in the area. So that was really my introduction.
So now as a middle schooler, Zaire is roaming the West LA streets as an unofficial gang member. But then his friend's uncle would find out about this, and things would not be good for them. Well, not in the way you'd think. Instead of being upset that they're in the streets like any responsible adult should, he was just upset that they didn't join his gang.
Uncle Mike, he found out we all was from this clique. And he came over there tripping one day. Like he was bullying. Like this is a big buff grown man. He came over there tripping on this one day. Like I ain't having it. Like y'all either go turn West Boulevard today or this shit over.
So now Zaire is pressured with the ultimatum of joining the West Boulevard Crips. This was like a dream come true, except because he was told to do it, he now did not want to do it. Like, if I'm gonna join somewhere, I'm gonna do it because I want to, not because somebody else is telling me to do it.
I ain't finna be from West Boulevard. Because he tried to make me. You know, I was rebellious back then, so I started hanging with the Harlem 30s.
So now after rejecting the West Boulevards, he starts hanging out with the notorious Harlem 30s. He runs with them for a short time, but then his cousins come around and are like, you're either gonna join over there or join us with the 60s.
Like, my mom always had a house nearby Slauson, and all my cousins lived on Slauson, so I ended up getting put on 60s like my 14th summer, but I always was affiliated.
So Zaire officially gets put onto the 60s during his 8th grade summer.
I got jumped by all old man. I squad with one, he was like 19, and I squad with like a 30-year-old and a...
Damn.
Yeah, I got knocked out.
So now he's officially a Rolling 60s member right before starting out at his private high school. He's known as Zaire Mitchell at school, and on the block he's known as Wild Bill from the Overhills. But somehow amidst his gangbanging, he's able to maintain an above 3.0 average at school and to become the backup point guard. Now, you might hear backup point guard and think that he was trash, but no. You gotta know where he went to school. They were stacked. We'll get into all of that in a second, but the point is that while he's doing all this positive stuff, he's also living the life as a full-time gangbanger. When he wasn't at his Christian academy, he was knee-deep in very dangerous situations in the set. Specifically, his main expertise was robbing and extorting rappers who come to LA, and that takes us to 2004. June 29th, 2004. It's the weekend of the annual BET Awards in LA, and the Rolling 60s have...
Oh, man. I don't know about y'all, but I have a hard time believing any of that.
How not to pay off your credit card.
Jesus.
Lil Durk them murder for hire. They saying that they got Lil Durk. They saying that they got a phone that's associated with Lil Durk.
A phone.
Lil Durk was on a plane with one of the killers. It was a witness that can say that Lil Durk said that it was a bounty out for Quando Rondo. Jam never talked to Lil Durk. Never talked to Lil Durk about the shit.
OTF Jam called another OTF member and said, hey, bro, it's hot. Y'all got them guns out of the way that we used on that hit? Did y'all move everything around so we don't get arrested? Whole time OTF Jam on the phone call in the room with the feds and they record all of it. So the snitch himself is on here snitching again. Nah, I'm just playing with y'all on those Trenches News, giving us some old news on Photo Gray. He giving us some updates on I heard some real special updates about this Lil Durk on Photo Gray. So we finna see exactly what's going on. Y'all know Trenches News is an FBI informant, so he got all the news, folks. He got everything we want to hear, folks. So we might as well go right to the source, right to the FBI now, and see what he talking about.
Nah, Lil Durk them murder for hire. They saying that they got Lil Durk. They saying that they got a phone that's associated with Lil Durk. They saying that Lil Durk was on a plane with one of the killers. They saying that they saying that it was a witness that can say that Lil Durk said that it was a bounty out for Quando Rondo. Okay, so
that don't really.
This how all this came about. Jam never talked to Lil Durk. Never talked to Lil Durk about the shit. Right. He called OTF Boogie. After this was supposed to go down, he called Boogie phone, asking Boogie, oh man, it's hot. Man, bro, where the guns at? Did they get rid of the guns and all this shit? So that's what made them think that Jam is the one, or know that Jam is the one.
So Jam, so Jam is in them call. Basically, what he just said, for y'all, let me break it. Do your homework on Mac Moolah. I'm breaking it down, folks. Let's start there. But basically, what he just said was, OTF Jam called another OTF member and said, hey, bro, it's hot. Y'all got them guns out of the way that we used on that hit? Did y'all move everything around so we don't get arrested?
Whole time OTF Jam on the phone call in the room with the feds, and they record all of it, folks. So that's. Hold on, y'all, because y'all know I love putting y'all on to that easy money. Cashkick.com is a free, so that the app can actually track how much you're playing. A wire and a wiretap, two different things. Wearing a wire means, okay, y'all put a wire somewhere in my chain or my earring, or you know what I'm saying, or somewhere under my shirt or something, and I go around Lil Durk and I talk about whatever, and I kind of get him to incriminate himself on the wire. Me, it's still snitching though if I'm sitting in a Fed's room and they tell me to call somebody and pretty much like incriminate them. That's
OTF Boogie. He the one who came out, you know, with it a minute ago and alerted Durk and told Durk, man, hey, look, bro, Jam on some bullshit. Right. You know, and then when Jam got locked up, you know, they suspicions came even more. Right. After Jam get locked up, Jam has really sent the threat. Like, I need to get out of here. It's hot. Right. You know, he probably was talking to people on the phone about the shit in jail. Like, man, bro, I'm up in here. They trying to get me for Quando. Because the feds rolled down on the motherfuckers a long time ago to people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, though. But OTF Boogie is the one who alerted Durk supposed to alerted Durk to the, you know, he called Jam, supposed to call his phone, man.
So like OTF Jam called OTF Boogie, and Boogie told Durk, like, hey, boy, I think Jam's snitching, boy. My thing is, when did Durk find this out? Because the minute I found out about this information, gang, I would have left the country. He trying to leave the country at the same day when they trying to lock him up. You should have left a week ago.
I said we're gonna see the paperwork and we're gonna see if everything match up to what they saying about Jam and everybody else. But you heard it here first, man, about the Boogie shit, and it's real. Hey, and we got Lil Durk though. We got Lil Durk because you know I'm a journalist, blog, whatever you want to call it. And I investigate and I do my homework on things. And I see if it's a possibility for a person like Lil Durk can he get out of this? And I told y'all that I only knew one case. But I remember this other case, man. And I know a couple of members that was on this case. It happened in 2020 that the 23 BDs was RICO. They was RICO indicted. They was RICO indicted on guns, drugs, fentanyl, money, scamming, all that type shit. And out of 23 of them, the main target, the main one, they had him on wire, on surveillance, and he beat the case, man. They had him on everything, bro.
Was it the feds, though, or was it the state? Was it the feds or was it the state? Because that's important, gang. That's important. I'm going to say it like this. I think it's a chance he can beat the case. I think it is a chance he can beat the case. It's two questions. How long is it going to take to beat the case? And does him beating the case mean that he don't go for life or death? He just spend 10, 20 years in there. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to beat the case and just get off with no probation, no parole, no jail time. He's not going to come home next week and just be over straight. I don't think that, not even a little bit. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think like Durk can't finesse his way out of this unless they have it 100%, like all the way down to the T, like he snitched on himself and they got that recorded. But at the same time, bro, y'all know how the feds work, bro. The feds don't come and lock nobody up.
A question we get all the time is, how do you do culinary?
It's true, man. The feds, they got a 90% conviction rate, you know. So yeah, like and subscribe, man.
Already got everything they need. You get what I'm saying? And it's really not on the feds to convict you. They want you to plea out. So what they gonna do? They gonna go in that back room and say, "Hey, bro, regardless of what the jury think, regardless of what the judge think, that don't matter right now. We know you did this. You know you did this. So is you gonna let us go to trial and get sentenced to the death penalty, or is you gonna go ahead and take these 34 years? Which one you gonna do? I'll take the 34 years. I bet. Give him 34. He'll be home in 30. Send him on. He gone. That's how the feds play, bro. Like, so that's the reason why him and Young Thug is different, gang. Like, Thug came out, state case. Durk, fed case. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Beat the case. His name is Sean Go. I'm gonna put this video up in here, there so you can see it, and then I'm gonna come back and talk.
Okay. It is, Judy. 3 weeks ago, federal authorities in Chicago unveiled their drug and gun case against the Black Disciples and the arrest of 23 street gang operatives, including, they said, the group's leader. Now, tonight, the I-Team has learned that one of the key targets in the investigation has been released after a judge dismissed his case. 48-year-old Shango Collier of Riverdale had been charged with supplying heroin and fentanyl to the gang and had been under FBI surveillance since last summer, according to charges announced by federal officials here in late July. Last Friday, Judge Young Kim found insufficient evidence to charge Collier. It was only a review of the records by the I-Team and confirmation from prosecutors and defense attorneys that the information
they got infrared like
by the
this
I-Team
is the military
and confirmation
age,
from
boy. I'm scared of the feds, bro. You see, this look like a Call of Duty mission, gang. Can you imagine that being you in the car and they coming after you, gang? I'm terrified.
And defense attorneys that the information publicly surfaced. Our legal analyst and former federal prosecutor Gil Sofer tonight says dismissing charges after a probable cause hearing rarely happens.
The government was clearly displeased. I'm sure they were surprised. I will say this. The defendant who was released, Collier, was the supplier in this drug deal or these drug transactions. They are typically harder to pin down. They're not the ones on the front lines. They're not the ones selling the dope. They're not the ones collecting the cash.
Shango Collier is partial owner of this chicken restaurant.
He behind the see, this is different though. See, I get what Trenches News is trying to say. I get what SBI Trenches is trying to say right now, but at the same time, bro, this is drugs, bro. This ain't no bodies. I don't hear him talking about he was fighting no body. He fighting a drug case. And like he said, he was the supplier. How you gonna catch me as a supplier if I'm all my deals is in the backyard? Listen, I have a mentorship called the Moolah Membership where I'm going to it's easier to prove that I got the drugs and I sold the drugs. You caught me selling them, whatever. This is a whole body. Even NBA Youngboy, he beat the feds, but was he in there for a body that he supposed to have caught? Or a murder for hire that he supposed to have did? I don't think so, gang. So when it come to the feds and the murders, I don't know, bro.
Look at West 61st Street. According to sources familiar with the case, the decision by Judge Kim followed a several hours-long virtual hearing that focused on evidence the government claimed linked Collier to an expansive drug network, including the use of a nickname Go that federal agents said referred to Shango. He does have a previous criminal record, although Sofer says that usually wouldn't be taken into account during the probable cause stage of a court case. Collier did 21 years of a 45-year sentence for first-degree murder after the drive-by killing of a teenager here on Chicago's South Side in 1990. He was paroled in May of 2013. A spokesman for the U.S. Attorney in Chicago telling the I-Team that prosecutors disagreed with the decision in the Black Disciples case and objected to the dismissal of the charges against Shango Collier. The judge's action does not prohibit prosecutors from asking a federal grand jury to indict Collier on the very same charges. Something that
that's another thing. He did not beat that case. If the feds come and want to lock him up tomorrow, they can do that.
Legal analyst Gil Sofer.
To all the Lil Durk fans, man, out there, hey, this video might give you a little hope. A little hope.
Barely.
If you ask me, man, I don't think nobody gonna be willing to, do life for another person, man. I know it all sound good with the gang stuff. But I don't think nobody gonna be willing to do that life in prison. I don't think California playing either.
Hell no.
It is.
That's another thing too. It's California too. That's where he fucked up at. He ain't playing in Chicago. He playing in California, gang. They play by a whole different rules. They don't play them rules, gang. The last place in the world I will commit a body is New York and California, gang. It's not happening. Sorry, I'm not doing it, folks. You gonna have to call, and I'm not doing no life for nobody else. You think so? You hire me for the body to go catch the body. I go catch the body. They lock me up. You think I'm finna go in here and do the rest of my life in prison? So what? So when I get out. I mean, not when I get out. So when I die, they say he kept it. He held it down. He kept it solid. Most people niggas ain't doing that, bro. It just sound good. It sound good. Oh yeah, we gang, we street niggas, we did well, savage life. It sounds really good on bro grave until life get in front of you. Until you start thinking about, I will never ever see a park ever again. I will never go to the barbershop ever again. I will never walk down the street ever again. I will never play the PS5, the PS6 ever again. I'm never going to see my kids again. I'm never going to see my parents again. I'm not going to be able to go to my parents' funeral. I can't go to the club no more. I can't go to the restaurant no more. for the ever, not for the next 10 years, forever. Niggas is snitching their ass off, boy. Even if Durk didn't do it, everybody else who on that case is going to snitch on Lil Durk to get out. If y'all think that's not gonna happen, bro, I don't know what to tell you, for you delusional.
If they going by the laws, policies, procedures, or however they going by, man, I mean, it's a chance, man.
No, it ain't.
But Shango,
I
he
don't think so.
was one of the rares that we seen, and he ended up walking out free. 23 other guys, you can go and look it up. They all the rest of the guys copped out. All the rest of the BDs and all them, they took their time.
Right.
They took their time and they let him out in probable cause court.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I got on OTF Boogie, OTF Jam. That's the story. That's the story that's going on, man. That Jam was calling around. He called around the Boogie and was trying to talk to Boogie about it. Boogie hung up on him.
Boogie hung up on him.
When
Right,
he
as
asked
he
him,
should.
you know, about the shit that was involved. You know, he was calling people and they was hanging up on him. So now everybody across the internet, like a wire, all the jokes, everything. And this why I say, you know what I'm talking about, like, Jam must be in this shit. Because I know Jam. I know him. That's just like with Zoo and Bruh. Zoo had put him out there, and Bruh coming out even though he responded. Jam ain't said nothing, man. Hey, look, I don't care what jail you in, man.
Jam ain't said nothing.
Even Larry Hoover get one phone call out, bro.
You hear me?
Yeah, if that's what they get. I don't know. I think it's a year, though. They get a phone call every year or some shit like that because we don't never hear about it, you know. And then I heard Larry Hoover Jr. say that he talked to his daddy every year, you know. But I know it's a phone somewhere for a motherfucker. This Lil Durk we talking about. This ain't Lil Kevin Arnold off the Wonder Years.
Right.
This ain't
Lil
Ted
Durk.
Bundy we talking about. This ain't Bart Simpson them, Nelson off the Simpsons. This is Lil Durk we talking about going down.
Yeah.
This is OTF Diddy.
Yeah.
OTF Boogie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They going down, real members.
Yeah.
He would have came out and at least said something on his name, bro. Like, man, y'all quit playing with me, bro. Y'all ain't got no evidence or none of that. Even though his family say that he wasn't wearing no white, try to hit me with that. Why they call you Trenches News out of everybody? Hey, look, if you know they people, bro, I know most of these guys people. Reese, Vernie, all the Motor, Skinny. Like, I know they whole families. T-Roy's, ODs, fucking, I know they whole family, man.
Right.
So, of course, if I'm on the internet and they see me reporting, you think they just gonna let me report about some shit and not have they input if they know me? I ain't gonna say their names or get them up. But yeah, that's why they hit me up. But y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
If y'all heard what I think, on the grade, I think he's cooked. His ass better start taking plea deals on bro.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see what this says. Man, hit the like and subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all watching. And man, they saying Bricc Baby's co-conspirator number 4. Let's check it out.
Your wallet sucks.
Hit the like and subscribe, man. That shit helps out the channel. We'll just keep bringing the newest content for this Lil Durk trial coming up.
Talking about well,
or whatever.
Yeah.
He was
and then the prince grabs her and goes, "Oh, come in here," and she went in there.
Yeah.
I know the exact girl you're
He was
talking
acting
about.
like a prince.
Was it soft white underbelly that she went on?
Yes.
Oh,
5
something
Chicago
more
gang members with ties to Lil Durk OTF accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pop was unalive. Suspects face the death penalty if convicted. He said indictment alleged that flights and rental cars were paid with credit cards linked to OTF.
But was this an attempted hit? Or
Why would they do that?
that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
God damn.
Oh yeah, because of
your face.
wait, no. Like who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the.
Oh, what's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on like no more slide for mine.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though.
Oh, yeah.
Slide for Vaughn, right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Yeah, play again.
Why?
Wait, you said y'all gotta see this shit again? They got you up there, nigga.
God,
this is crazy.
Hang on, wait.
Yeah, that's him.
Wait, was this an attempt or an alleged attempt?
He dead.
No,
Dead.
Quando.
Yeah, Lil Pap, his man's dead. His man's is dead.
Oh, his boy.
He looks awkward. So, I mean, I don't know, man. You tell me.
See, this is how you need to be when you sit down with Diddy's bodyguard.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, with Biggie's bodyguard.
See, this is good.
This is
I'm
exactly
getting
the kind
a free
of
lesson here as well.
Yeah. So essentially,
Thank you for that, by the way.
1,000.
I appreciate it.
Got you, my buddy. So this dude, Quando Rondo, he's an artist that was affiliated with the dude that had had killed King Von. So, and this was allegedly a retaliation for that.
For sure. 100%. Well, I'm about to say, nah, that's crazy. So the feds charged an indictment with unsealed. It said was unsealed Thursday in the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles. Are Kevon London, DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, David Bryant, and Asa Houston. Damn, U.S. District Court means that they not in L.A. County.
That's federal.
They in the feds.
Boy,
That's
not
federal.
ass.
But I feel like when they find out who really was telling and all that shit, it's gonna, because if the feds got it, just pay attention to what's going on. Who got them boys for the murder of Duck?
Yeah.
The feds. You get what I'm saying?
The feds come get them niggas, boy. Oh boy, that might be a problem.
Yeah. So
that's what. No, the feds already came and got them.
So you're saying that
They are. That's who. That's
So
where
the
they
feds
at.
got the LA niggas.
Yeah.
Oh
So
shit.
we
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
who ratted. Someone
Oh,
ratted.
it's about to be
though, is what
bad.
you're saying.
I'm
If
just
this don't
alluding
look,
to
he ain't gotta
could
say it.
possibly go
If
that
this
way.
shit trickle down to niggas from niggas hoods and shit, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, like you gotta think.
Yeah.
They
Bad.
OTF affiliates. That you get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
like, come on, man. 1 + 2 equals 3.
Yeah. And if
equals
this
3
get
any
to
day.
if that connect to an LA gang, boy oh boy, get prepared for everybody shit to get hit.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
And then it's like, damn.
I think they was hitting houses trying to make sure it wasn't no LA gangs. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know, man. That shit it's not looking good for Bricc, but you won't know until he's arrested. So let's check it out. Real quick, if you're watching, man, hit the like and subscribe. It helps out the channel, bro.
Lil Durk's got a lot of problems here. So much more information has already come out since him and these OTF members were arrested less than 48 hours ago. You know, his Key to the City revolt. There's now findings that he was actually in LA at the time of the shooting. The mention of this alleged snitch, OTF Jam, the Bricc Baby alleged involvement. We're gonna get to all of this stuff. We're gonna walk through some of these new details, some of these new reports. This is very, very bad. And yeah, people, stay out the streets. But let's jump into some of these details. So as we already know, Lil Durk was arrested in Florida. He was picked up. And all the talk about he purchased 3 tickets to 3 different locations. 1 to Dubai, 1 to Switzerland, and then 1 to Italy. 2 of which to throw the feds off. The last one, his private jet leaving Miami or leaving Florida to go to Italy, that was his true destination. And him getting picked up in Florida just an hour before he boards that flight. You know what that says? That says that he was being tracked. That says that he was being monitored. He possibly was being tapped. They was on him. This is nothing new. We said on yesterday's stream, if we can see a lot of these allegations, and not just because the lawsuit that Mama Duck put in, but you just feel the vibe, you hear the lyrics, you see all the self-snitching on the internet going around, you look in threads on Reddit and all these forums, and it's It's all out there. The streets, the internet, it's all the buzz. And it's like, this is all coming. But Lil Durk knew. Lil Durk knew that all this stuff was on the way. Hence, once again, those 2 additional side tickets to throw people off. But here's the thing about the feds when they're on you, right? You got these flight charters. You got these flight manifests. You have customs. You have Homeland Security. When they're on you, they're on you. All you got to do is say, this person, if he's going to fly, we want to know, hold the flight, whatever the case may be, and they're pulling up on you. It doesn't have to be like the black car is just following you 24/7, right? You just notify all these different, gatekeepers. This name, no flight, no flight, for example, no fly list. That could happen to me and you. If it could happen to small, unrecognizable citizens, why can't it happen to a celebrity that's being tracked by the feds? Okay, they can literally put me on a no-fly list. Right? I can get in trouble at an airport or some shit like that. And then anytime I try to walk into an airport in all these different states or whatever, my name or my face recognition, all that, it pops up, boop, red light. And I'm sitting there thinking that they talking to me about my damn receipt or my seat not being honored at the time. Next thing you know, somebody creeps up behind me and taps me on the shoulder. Hey, do me a favor, put your arms behind your back. Like, oh shit, they were stalling me this whole time. So we put all that out there because as fans of Lil Durk, similar to Diddy, they're wondering, like, these are big celebrities with a lot of money. They're going to be able to put up these huge bond and bail packages. They're going to be able to fight this case from outside, right? Diddy put up a $50 million plus.
And they didn't even let him go with that. Like, he was willing to do like $100 million. And Diddy was, but they wanted Diddy for sure. They definitely want Lil Durk. Because it is a federal case, it's across state lines, so that means it's it's a bigger case. This is a bigger case than Young Thug. This is a bigger case than P. Diddy, or excuse me, not a bigger case than P. Diddy, but it is the same as P. Diddy, except, not 100. Durk didn't have 1,000 bottles.
Bail package. Denied. Why? And I was wrong about that. All I thought about was, Diddy's not a flight risk. He wants to fight this. He's going to go hire the Johnny Cochran Dream Team, and he's going to fight this. No. When he got out, or while he was out, and he contacted that alleged witness like 50 plus times, or they use that as like, that's witness tampering. They don't play with stuff like that. They let him sit there. Yeah. Let him sit there until trial. And that's why his lawyer's going for this speedy trial. Let's try to get the trial ASAP. Let you sit, hopefully with as little time as possible. I think Durk is going to face the same thing.
Plea deal. It's got to be a plea deal. There's no way. There's no way they let it go to trial. I mean, the jury of the peers is literally, if they don't have the evidence, then I see how they fight it. But if there's evidence, man, the plea deal is the best way for you to see a light of day, actually, outside of the gates.
People's waiting to see if he's going to get bond. No. This flight thing, that shit like that is why it's like, you're done.
Oh yeah, it puts you at a flight risk. So you go up to the judge and you ask to get a bond until trial, so you could be with your family for the holidays, all that. He's like, dude, you just booked 3 different flights. Like, you're willing to dip. You're willing to leave. We don't know if you're gonna come back. And I think that's possibly why Lil Durk would not get a bond. But he's looking at a lot. I think he's looking at life in prison, maybe even the death penalty.
2 tickets, one to Switzerland, one to Dubai, and then you're actually flying to Italy all at the same time. And that's when they picked you up. Obviously, they thought that you was leaving because they picked you up soon as you was about to board your Italy joint. So they're not going to give him bond. They're considering him a flight risk. And if I want to sidetrack for a second and go conspiracy theorist level, is that why Kanye's hanging out outside the country lately? Tokyo and Japan and all of that type of stuff. He's like, listen, too much going on with Diddy. My name coming up. I just caught a suit my damn self. Me and my wife, we over here for a minute. Let me just keep tapped in with my lawyer, keep threads on things. I'm going to be over here in the meantime. But anyway, so I just don't see Durk getting bond throughout all of this. Now, all the stuff that's mounting up on Durk as, the indictment is being unsealed and the details are going around. Let's start with the, I'll say, alleged snitch, right? You see two faces in the thumbnail. You see a person by the name of OTF Jam that's going around the internet crazy. He's viral at this point. And you see Bricc Baby. Most of us at this point, if you're heavily involved in the internet hip hop space, Bricc Baby, a gang member from the 60s, that is a co-host on the No Jumper platform, right? So Bricc Baby, we'll get to him. He's coming up. It's a reason why he's in the thumbnail. But OTF Jam, let's stay there for a second. When you talk about evidence in cases like this, when you talk about why the Fed's conviction is so high and they've been on Lil Durk for quite some time, as it's common sense at this point. Like, we see the detail, like they were tracking this man, they was on his ass, and Lil Durk knew that because he was putting out threats as well, allegedly. We'll get there. This guy, OTF Jam, who spent 12 years of his life, came home. Lil Durk gives him $50,000, buys him a house, buys him a car. It's alleged that he wore wire around OTF. Let's bring him up. Let's put some more faces and some more video context to it. Scary, spooky stuff. Hold on. So that's OTF Jam in the white shirt.
Tell me what's
To the
going on,
left.
Jam. Hey, you know what's so crazy though? Motherfucker be sitting up there doing all this, sneak this and internet games and all this. I'm some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro.
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did off?
In the years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12. That boy
12
about
years.
12 years. So much money. We really just getting that shit in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
This shit feels so good, man. 2 lawyers, man.
I tell about the building you got?
Everything.
Man, it's closed on the building, man. We ain't fucking around.
You know that we did it.
Hey,
Spooky. Let's pause that for a second. I do want to give a disclaimer there. I do want to say code, even though I'm not a street nigga and I don't follow street rules because I'm a citizen, law-abiding citizen, and I ain't into shit. But still, moral and principle-wise, let me apply some code there. Technically, as per the streets, you're not supposed to put a snitch tag on somebody without the paperwork, right? This is viral at this point with this guy, OTF Jam. It's literally the type of situation, like, even if he's not a snitch, even if he didn't wear wire, he would need to relocate and get away from everybody that he knows. His face, his name, these videos, it is viral at this point. The internet has already put this on him. These allegations, these co-conspirators that's in the indictment and the paperwork that has already come out, he's being identified around the world as this. And once it's at that level, you just got to get away from anything regardless. But even if you take him off the table, even if you say, okay, let's remove OTF Jam, this guy that spent 12 years in jail, came home, got taken care of by Lil Durk. Let's say that his wire isn't on the table. Look at the revelations we're already seeing that they got on Lil Durk. Okay, let's start here. Let's talk about some of the evidence that we're already seeing. First and foremost, it's now in the paperwork, in the indictment, that Lil Durk was actually in LA at the time of the shooting. when they tailed and tracked down Quando Rondo's car, shot it up, at which point his friend, his right-hand man, Little Pop, was killed and wounded fatally in that car, right? Lil Durk was in LA at the time. Not only was he in LA at the time, but he flew his private jet to LA with one of the shooters.
That's too much if he did that. Why would he do that?
Here's another one. The shooting is on camera, and we got to get used to that when we see these pictures come out. It was the same thing with the Young Dolph shooting. We saw the picture of the shootings outside of the storefront for quite some time. And then they wait to the trial, and then they start to play the actual footage. And that's when I did a stream saying that, man, I hope the video doesn't end up hitting WorldStar or something like that, because that's what happens. The video tends to get released too. But that's where the still shots come from. The still shots come from the actual video. So when we see these pictures going around the internet of the shooters at the gas station that shot up Quando Rondo's car, right, that comes from the video. So the feds already have the video of the actual shooting in their possession. Now, you see the shooters, the three shooters, they're masked up. And did that matter in the Young Dolph shooting? No, it didn't even matter, right? They put clothes together. They literally pieced together one of the color of their boxes from a different location as they were loading up the cars. Same thing with the old block shooters. Masks don't even matter in these cases these days. People, stay out the streets. Gloves and all that, it doesn't even matter. You're not getting off the conviction because you wore a mask and gloves. Even your location, thinking that you got an alibi. Like, remember when FBG Duck got shot and the first thing Lil Duck did was went live and he was at like a private jet or something like that in a totally different state? Doesn't matter, because they're coming at you as the source of the money anyway. They're not coming at you saying that, oh, you was there, you were the shooter. This old mentality of these type of alibis, they're gone. They're gone. Let me go back to OTF Jam for a second too. So the private jet of Lil Durk into LA, he's in LA during the shooting. One of the shooters was on the private jet with him. They got the video of the shooters, right? Let's go back to OTF Jam for a second too. In the indictment paperwork, they even have details of the powwow of these guys, the shooters, getting together after the brazen broad day shootout, going to In-N-Out Burger and sitting down and having a powwow. And the details are discussing that they were speaking about the murder, the shooting, and the money breakdown. How do you get a detail like that? One of two ways. We can reach and say that detail came from, like, I don't know, like somebody that was in In-N-Out Burger and just gave this to the feds, or some camera or video footage picked it up in In-N-Out Burger or something like that. I think that's a little bit of the reachy side. You know what most of us believe comes from a snitch. How do you have a detail like that? We went to In-N-Out Burger right after the brazen broad day shooting to talk about the actual money breakdown, the business behind it, mission completed. How do you have those details? Comes from the inside. They got some. Actually, they got a lot. You know what I'm saying? So what else do they have on Durk when we talk about all these details adding up, which is why the thumbnail says it's getting worse, and this is real bad for Lil Durk. The credit cards, right? Linked to OTF. It's linked to your account, and you're the account owner, you're the face of OTF. It's hard to escape that. It's hard to argue that in court, right? And then you complement that with these text messages that they say they have in the indictment of Lil Durk texting the shooter saying, don't put my name on nothing when y'all book the flights. And we haven't seen, I feel like we haven't even seen half of the information of why. Once again, this is why the Fed's conviction rate is so high when they come get you, because they got all of this shit on you.
Right.
And going back even further, they're now releasing details that they also have communications and conversations of Lil Durk threatening possible witnesses or possible people that were involved, saying like, if anybody gets grabbed and speaks, I'm killing them, or you're a dead man. So how?
That part is crazy because they must have something extra on Durk. More than just the credit cards, because if it was those guys, you don't know that they weren't out there. They could have been out there, you know. They could have had another motive. Like, it doesn't have to be Durk, because Durk owns the company of the credit card that was used to buy the ski masks. Durk still has a defense that he still wasn't aware. Maybe they were out there to record music type shit.
How long was they tracking you? How long was you tapped? How long was a possible snitch around you? How much information was collected? And they confiscated cell phones and devices when they grabbed these guys up. Y'all want to go to Bricc Baby? Let's go to Bricc Baby. So I put Bricc Baby in the thumbnail. And I didn't know yesterday when we did the stream that Lil Durk was in LA at the time of the shooting. But that part to me didn't really matter, because once again, you don't have to be there to be involved. You can just send it, obviously. Right? Bricc Baby. Bricc Baby has done, he said a lot of things on the internet that raises people's radars. And we played one of those videos yesterday when he said, hey, you can't discuss Slide for Vaughn no more, right? And then the other co-host, Poetic Flacco, on No Jumper, says, why? What are you talking about? Talking about FBG Cash, which was another person from the other side in this whole BDGD war that was murdered. He said, no, not him. Talking about somebody totally different. Talking about Lil Pop, Quando's boy, basically. And Poetic Flacco's there like, oh, yeah, that's who you talking about that got killed. You're like, I'm just saying, say you can't. Now, Bricc Baby got all these links on the internet of shouting out Lil Durk, Lil Durk's the homie, OTF. Does he have collaboration songs with them? I forget. He might. He's got even lyrics of himself alluding to stuff. That's already on the internet. That's already being... You know how the internet does their homework. You get in trouble, they're going to go back years and years and years and say, hey, remember this? This is a hint. Hey, remember this? This is when he exposed it. Remember this? This is when he self-snitched on himself. They're doing that with Bricc Baby's music too.
Yeah.
So then continue the link there. This is just what the internet is doing. And it's just like, dude, it's not good for you neither right now. Rolling 60s Crip. That's Bricc Baby's flag, right? That's his card, right? Quando Rondo. Rolling 60s Crip. That's his flag. That's his card, right? One's from the South. One's from the West Coast, right? When Quando Rondo drops his flag after his friend is killed and everybody kills him, and I think I probably looked at him wild too, because I'm a big proponent of like, look, you guys want to get in the streets, then that's what comes with it. I'm a big proponent of that, right? I was probably one of those guys too that like Quando Rondo dropped his flag. Oh, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when but one thing that he continued to say is like he felt like people that's supposed to be on his side were possibly setting him up or possibly playing against him, right? And now they're putting that link together. Who's the person that gives the drop to Lil Durk, that makes Lil Durk then take his private jet to LA and put some other shooters on a different commercial flight and fly them to LA a day before Quando Rondo's truck is shot? Who's the one that's giving the drop? And there's already the pictures coming out of Quando Rondo's truck and then the rental BMW. Like they did a drill in a BMW. That's crazy. but the BMW and then another car just tailing them around until they found the right opportunity, which was at the gas station, right? But who's giving the drop? States away. Who's there that you're affiliated with? Who was on the internet saying, "Oh, you can't say slide for you can't say slide for Vaughn no more"?
Bricc Baby, man, that's what. You can't keep saying all this shit when the feds are really watching you. So
got the hints in their music. Who's a Rolling 60s Crip that possibly Quando Rondo would tap in with or would know that Quando Rondo is here or there? And they continue to put that together. And now you got Bricc Baby on the hot seat. And a lot of it is because things that he said on the internet, things that he's rapped in songs, the affiliations, and then it's a web effect. You got people that will snitch or are snitching already. You got common sense, which these authorities and the feds already have. You have left behind evidence. You have these associations. You have text messages. You have phone calls. You have flight charters. You have video footage and surveillance. You have all, and you put it together, and it's just like, this is why they say, yo, you're cooked. It's a wrap. You're done. And that's another reason why I believe, like, Durk knew, he's seen all this coming. So when they say they got text messages of him threatening, like, yo, y'all niggas better keep your mouth shut or you get killed. Or I see him doing a lot of reform or pushing peace for Chicago. You know, I then question it like, you knew. You knew. And they possibly have the evidence to prove that you knew. And speaking of like even some of those positive things around Durk, already just that fast, his key to the city was revoked, it looked like, right? They took them less than 24 hours. Now talk about court of public opinion versus innocent until proven guilty, right? Big difference. Peep this. Lil Durk loses honorary key to the village of Broadview following arrest in murder for hire plot. Okay. This was the public statement that was released. While the American system of justice grants everyone the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in court of law, in the village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents has even higher moral and ethical standards of behavior. Mayor Katrina Thompson said in an emailed statement, and our public partners must also reflect the same uncompromising standards demanded by our residents. Interesting. Given the news that Lil Durk Banks has been arrested in Florida and charged with murder for hire, the village of Broadview is withdrawing our honorary key to the village granted to Lil Durk and is terminating our partnership agreement with his youth organization, Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. Wow. Makes me think about the album that he just dropped with Lil Baby, right? Voice of the Hero. Even had a foundation, dropped. Key to the city, gone. And they open it up.